Bury them.
Do you want their
Bury
stuff?
them.
Drake
Yeah,
at
I do want the
D20.
stuff, but that's later after. Bury them.
Do you want their
Bury
stuff?
them. Yeah, I do want the stuff, but that's later after the grieving. Bury them.
Do you want their
bury
stuff?
them.
Buddha H.
Yeah, I do want the stuff, but that's later after the grieving.
I don't fucking hear it.
He hasn't done it yet. You can.
I
do it.
shared it.
It hasn't shared yet.
Did you put in a message for it?
Shared. There
Bury
we go.
them.
Do you want their
Bury
stuff?
them.
Shared.
Yeah, I do want the stuff, but that's later after the grieving.
Well, anyways, we're back. This doesn't look like the right overlay. Is this supposed to be 14? I didn't actually change it. It's fine. I'll do it while I'm talking. So, welcome back. Obviously, we didn't play last week because somebody was sick, so we just decided, fuck it. Hey, that's the new update. We're good. So yeah, welcome back. This is Rain Monday. Thank you for all the subs. We're on a hype train now. This is awesome. Let's see. What else we got to talk about? I don't foresee any reason why we shouldn't be able to continue playing for, at least a little while here. Nothing popping up in the next couple of weeks on my end, at least. So we should be kind of back to, pretty much every Monday at this point. Sorry for that little bit of delay. If you're watching this on YouTube, though, check out the Twitch stream. Links are down below, obviously, in the doobly-doo. And, you can come chat with us there and whatnot. I probably won't respond much because I got a lot going on, with, controlling literally every NPC in, the world. But sometimes the boys do poke in there and, talk and shit. So that's cool. Let's see. Subscribe to Twitch Prime if you got it. Yep. Okay, there's my shilling. That's done. That's off the checklist. You might notice that my camera's a little bit more whiter than usual. It doesn't have a white balance. There's no setting for that. It just is what it is now. Sorry. And deal with it. Let's see. Was there anything else?
Believe him, he got bit by a vampire.
That's probably true, yeah. I haven't burst into flames yet when I go outside, though. Yeah, exactly.
He's lying. It hasn't been sunny here in 3 months.
You're lying. I can see the sun.
Maybe in Poco.
West, not Poco.
Careful, you don't want to dox yourself. Are you wearing a Raid Shadow Legends t-shirt?
No, it is a Raid World War II, a game that never...
Okay, good, because I was going to say, that's like the ultimate in chill, and they haven't paid us anything, so take that off. Slowly. Slowly.
I lied, it did launch.
Too bad, because that would have been like shilling more than I shill, and I shill pretty hard. I shill so hard that Meeps face palms every Tuesday whenever I say subscribe to Twitch Prime, and kind of like groans, and it's good. It's a good time. Speaking of which, the Tuesday game is back next week. We had a little bit of a scheduling snafu. I had to, unfortunately, stay at my parents' place last week, so that's why we didn't play. But we'll be back. Obviously, they played the week before. Last week was just a one-off, so we couldn't. And, yeah, they'll be back tomorrow as well. A little bit of a cliffhanger the last session that we ended on, so I'm very... I await with bated breath and anxiety to see how that all plays out. So that should be a lot of fun. Let's see. Do I have anything else? No, I'm pretty much good. You guys got any wise words of wisdom or random outbursts of profanity?
Fuck.
That'll do.
No.
Fuck. All right, cool. Who's doing the recap?
I'm putting my finger to my nose. You just can't see it.
Wait, you got your finger in your nose?
Yeah, a little bit.
Guess that counts.
I guess so.
I have my finger in my nose. I'll do the recap.
Appreciate it.
Good man. Good man.
Okay, notes. Y'all ready?
Y'all ready for this?
Exposition dump me.
Exposition dump. On the way to
Oh,
Zizith, we talk
before
about...
you start-
Oh, fuck. Come on, man.
Sorry. Try to milk it a little bit. As soon as you said notes, I realized I hadn't sent my notes from my phone to my computer yet, so this is going to take a minute, so milk it. All right. Go.
I'll read slower.
Thanks.
On the way to Zizith, we talked about buying a wagon. We see a field with dead sheep.
How many dead sheep?
Oh, at least 16.
Many.
We see 2 disappear in a flash.
What did they look like?
Small 4 legs. If you've never seen a sheep, it's like a small man wearing a sweater and running around on all 4s.
All right.
Like a llama, but less intelligent. So anyways, we were like, hey, free sheep. So we go to killing them. We get to 14 of them before accidentally hitting the Dracolich that was actively eating them. He turns and confronts us, and I talked him down with pleads about my lichy aspirations.
I think this is 2 episodes ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't know where my notes break was. Are you sure that wasn't the same?
I have 5-2 as the blue Dracolich.
Yeah, no, we had that was the beginning of the other one. Okay, so Jason, I'm really stretching for time.
Oh, you can speed up now. We're good. I got my notes.
Okay, sorry. Session 13 was called Cake Soup. Now I'm on the right notes.
I don't know if I actually named it that. Whoops.
That's okay. No. I named it that in my notes. We sat down with the soup and the ale to discuss things. We invented Cake Soup. The book that the dragon gave me was written in arcane symbols. The party all trip out on soup dreams except for me. So the next part is all redacted. It's all about a shared dream that they had. Thunderborn was there, I've been told. They told me it was real good. Maybe Kel was there. I don't know. They were saying things, but I don't know. Afterwards, we were in town. We went to the jerky vendor, and we were all like, oh shit, you should sell your business, drop everything, and move to Lilton to sell jerky at Thunderbucks for us. And he's all like, oh shit. And then we got him to pay us for safe transportation to Lilton. So he's going to give us 500 gold pieces for transport, 50-50 profits from the jerky store until he can pay off that 500. And that's going to be dope. We promised we would meet him at the inn. This isn't in my notes. This is out of my memory. The next morning, tomorrow morning, I think, because tonight we were going to go do the ring thing. We go to visit Rurma Churst who is the magistrate of Zizith. She tells us that to buy land, it's 2,000 for used, 5,000 for new, 7,000 for new building on new land. They didn't give us any contracts. They've hired Marvel Mercs instead. And we're all like, Marvel Mercs. So we headed to the message board, ran into a kid who gave us a quest for a ring. We followed up where he was, found a sewer grate, and went into the Goblin Kingdom below, which was run by an orc dude. He has the ring, so we had a contest with him, and we tried to swindle him, lost, and eventually traded him for 2 sheep, and had a belching contest, I think. And we left as friends, even though we kind of wanted to kill them just for sport. We headed back to the cart shop to follow up with the cart that we ordered, and I don't think any of us talked about in the weeks leading up to this campaign, and therefore we don't really have a cart yet.
True.
So we were gonna have to retcon ourselves a cart with our shared bank. But anyways, we did that, and we're invited to that kid's party, or we invited ourselves to that kid's party, the one that hired us for 1,000 gold for the ring. So we're on our way there.
That's exactly right. Yep. All of that is accurate, especially the invited yourself to his party.
I think
So
he
it was-
offered an invite if we gave him the ring, an official one. But otherwise, we invited ourselves.
Yeah, so that sounds right.
And then we were just like, yeah, we'll see you there.
And he's like, I remember he was like, no, you can give it to me the next day. And you're like, no, we'll see you there.
Yeah, no worry.
No, you're not invited. I'll see you there. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, making your way to the party crashing, you're making your way through Zizith. Just
Ah,
oh,
I think
go
we're
on.
going to get the ring identified first, right? Make
you
sure
want
it's
to-
better than the 1,000 gold.
Yeah, we want to make sure that this thing isn't worth a whole bunch more, because then we can just be like, screw you, kid. But I did put it on my finger. I didn't
Yeah.
feel anything, but
Did we use detect magic and it
does-
wasn't magical, or am I imagining that?
I don't
don't
think
know.
you did.
Hey, Deck, use your magic eyeballs. Real quick.
I use my magic eyeballs.
So you're casting detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
The ring that you found in the sewer kingdom is not magical. It is mundane.
dope. Okay. Well, at least we got that out of the way. I mean, if it's just, well, do you want to go to a jewelry shop and get it appraised?
What does it look like? The ring. Just like a
It
silver
is. It is a silver ring with the emblem of a crown and a quill. Which I had to retcon that. Two of you guys at least should know what it is, but it was never said in the last campaign. It's the Marivaldi house symbol. But since none of us can remember what that was, I've made it up. It's a crown and a quill.
If nothing else, it should be a crown and a dagger. Because
Thought it was a
I
raven or a bird.
I picked the quill because, this is why I asked you 2 weeks ago, and you're like, I don't know.
that sounds about right.
I picked quill because you guys wrote literally the Adventurer's Guide for Dummies.
Fair enough.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know, that's kind of
Okay.
where I'm at with that. So, yeah,
Okay.
basically, your characters might not know. You can make a history check if you want to see if you can make the connection, but
There's literally no way my character would know that.
yeah, your character absolutely wouldn't. But the rest, maybe you can if you want to make a history check. But yeah, just a quill and a crown.
Oh, go ahead and go with that.
Sorry.
Scratch, you have no idea.
Well, my thinking is, if this is a family ring, pawn shops we're gonna have to find a sketchy pawn shop to take it, and that just seems like a hassle at that point. Because if it's like a legit identifiable family heirloom, a legit pawn shop is not gonna take this.
I agree. I think we just, get officially invited to the party.
Yeah, let's go crash this kid's party.
It won't be crashing when he's happy.
That's
And
true.
before I
Oh,
forget, remember that magic box we have?
the puzzle box, yeah.
Yeah, we should take that to Woghorts to get it identified and see if they can help us.
We should take that to the Arcanum.
Yeah, the wizard school of whatever.
Did you just call it Woghorts?
He did.
He did
That
just
is
call it Wogwarts.
fantastic. Man, I love
Oh my
that.
god. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Wow. Okay. You guys are closer to the Arcanum than you are to the party if you want to take a quick detour.
Fuck yeah.
Probably
guys-
better before we do go to the
You got-
party, because we're going to be sloppy at that party. I just know it.
Yeah. Because you guys popped out of the sewer here. That is a really big ping. And,
Oh wow,
you know,
we're like right next door.
Are-
Yeah,
are
we're
we-
like a
outside
block
the
away.
Arcanum
just
Are we
across the
like
little bridge.
gross? Because I remember the sewer was kind of, in parts of it, was gross.
If somebody has prestidigitation, they can totally take care of that. But I mean, your boots have a little bit of sewer slime on it. But for the most part, it's not like you guys were like wading through this sewage and slop. You tried to not to touch the walls as much as possible.
I've got
Yeah.
We're spick and span
prestidigitation.
now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So
Oh, no,
Scratch
thank
takes
you.
a minute and cleans you all off with prestidigitation.
That is my favorite magic spell in the game. It's just so weirdly versatile for the stupidest shit.
I spent a lot of time in sewers.
So after the prestidigitation, you guys take a couple of steps away, kind of look back at the spot where you guys were all standing when you cleaned off, and you can just see where he sloughed off all of the gross grime and shit. There's just like these 5 puddles from where you guys were of just sludge that all came off of you at some point. And
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is greatly appreciated. It smelled terrible.
I haven't had an excuse to actually wash my clothes in a while, so this is probably the best of anything.
I don't know if this counts as washing.
Well, there's a deep, dark part of me that really wanted to go to that party smelling like sewer, but
You could go back into the sewer on your way there if you want.
that I
Freshen
could.
up.
All right, so you guys make your way across the bridge. Seeing the familiar sights of the gargoyles on the bridge, just, kind of looking at you as you cross the bridge. They're just stone gargoyles. And as you come across, you see the large gates to the Arcanum. The large double doors there at the front are currently closed, as they always are. Do you knock? Do you just walk in? How do you guys want to approach this?
What did we do last time? Did we just walk in last time, or did we knock?
Pretty sure we just walked in last time.
Yeah.
We walked in with our horses.
That's right. We rode our horses into the lobby.
You guys Tywin Lannistered it.
We Tywin Lannistered it. Yep.
I guess, is the door open?
It's closed. It's not locked.
No,
but
like
it's closed.
locked. Yeah, I just walk in then.
Yeah. Okay. As you walk in, you see a familiar. I believe it was an orc. Might have been half orc. I don't want to scroll up that far in my notes, but at the front desk, kind of looks up as you enter and goes, "Hi."
Looking for someone in your academia to identify a puzzle box, perhaps decipher it. Do you have anyone in cryptography?
Well, it's getting late, so all of the professors have made their way.
Will be really quick.
I'm trying to say they've made their way into town to, there's a party going on, so several of them will be there. Others have made their way to certain taverns to do some drinking. There might be somebody around. I could try and wrangle someone
No bother.
up if you want to wait.
We're gonna go hassle some people at a party instead. Do you happen to know anyone by name that I should be looking for?
Who's at the party?
Well, Lidris is going to the party. She was the one that helped with admissions, if you remember her. The
Okay.
halfling.
Lidris?
Yeah, she was the halfling cleric that you spoke to earlier.
Well, I guess we can head out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I don't remember the kid's name, but give her my best.
Okay. If I see her, I will.
Montage to the party, I guess.
Okay.
Do we want to roll up with our horses or pull them from the lodge, or because I feel like if we rode a horse through this middle of the party, we'd really assert our dominance.
Ooh, good
Our
idea.
horses are way far away, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all the way up the top.
That's fair. Okay, let's not roll up then.
It would be huff up, canter up.
I feel it'd be the equivalent of someone riding a motorcycle through a party.
Yeah, it's a power move. Straight up power move. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you guys make your way through the city streets. Takes you about half an hour to kind of get through, the city streets. You notice that there isn't very many people wandering around. I mean, the sun has gone down while you guys are in the sewer, and if it wasn't already, I can't remember. That was like 3 weeks ago. And everybody's kind of made their way to their favorite watering hole or just gone home for the night or what have you. But eventually you do make your way to the kind of more well-to-do district over here, where you see the large manor, exactly under that ping. Several guards are standing out front, kind of like surrounding the whole place. You get the impression that whoever lives here is either very powerful or has some connections, because you see just standing out front at least 10 city guards just kind of mulling about, you know, as if to make a perimeter around the building from what you can see. There is a lavishly dressed doorman standing at the door. He is half elven, looks to be in about his 50s, a little bit of a receding hairline, graying hair, and just standing there with his arms crossed as you guys kind of walk up to the gate. The guards kind of look at you and just kind of... You get... Sorry, you don't seem like the kind that would be coming to a party like this.
What's
No,
that
what's that supposed to mean?
What do you think, Yogurt?
Yeah, I like the way you think.
Well, we don't... They don't usually... The other one kind of like leans over and puts his hand on his arm and just goes, "Don't tell him. It'll be funnier." The other one goes, "Yeah, you're right. All right.
I'm gonna
Have a
scratch
good
my
night.
face.
Don't cause
I'm
any
gonna
trouble."
I'm gonna scratch my face and very obviously have my ring like showing them and be like, what aren't you telling us?
The guard notices your ring and goes, it's kind of a formal thing. Don't worry about it. It'll be funnier for us, though. I mean, it's not like they're going to turn you away, but, you know, you'll see. You'll see. It's fine. You'll be fine.
No, I think you'll tell us.
I just did.
Well, I mean, look
It's
at
a
us.
formal thing, and you guys are wearing armor and weapons. This is hilarious.
This is my formal wear. What do you mean?
At least I cleaned the blood off myself.
Why would you do that? That would have been even funnier.
I had a lot of sewer on me.
God, it's like they don't know what comedy is. Oh.
I could very readily recover myself in blood.
But you're already here. It's
That's not
fine.
what
The
it
moment
means.
the moment's passed. It's fine. Look, these gigs are boring. You're just standing outside of a building while a bunch of rich nobles just drink and party inside. Sometimes you get to go stand by the window and you can get a kind of hint of the smell of the delicious food coming out.
Out of
Or a
curiosity, why don't you look for merc work?
Well, he pulls up one part of his pant leg and he lifts it up, and you can actually see a peg leg. And he goes, "I actually am a retired merc, but can't do much one-legged, so..."
Oh, not with that attitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could work auxiliary, you know. You could even cook.
I'm not one for a desk or like menial tasks like cooking. It's just not.
Or
me.
waiting outside of a house party for rich people.
There are some perks though.
I totally forgot something when I level that I can change an invocation, and I had an invocation that gave me dark sight, but I already had dark sight,
Yep.
so I just changed it now. Wanted to let you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna snap my fingers, and I'm gonna be dressed in formal wear.
Okay.
I changed it to
Disguise self.
mask
Or
of many
mask?
faces.
Okay. He just kind of looks over and goes, "Cool trick. Does it
Thank
work on the rest of them?"
No, it's gonna
Okay.
be even more
Well,
funny.
either way, this is going to be hilarious, and now you'll see. Right?
I'm going to take my mask off deliberately because underneath my plain white mask, I'm a snake person.
Oh, wait, you were wearing a mask? I assumed you weren't.
Oh, well, if I wasn't, then I'll just leave it as is.
Okay. Yeah, they would definitely regard you differently if you were. I assumed you
Oh,
were.
fair
my
enough.
bad.
No, yeah, I think in town I wouldn't be wearing my Kalepna Temple death mask.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, that reminds me, I should probably import that. So while you guys are mulling about outside, deciding what you want to do, I'm just going to do that real quick.
Going in.
Yeah, I think we've chatted with them enough. What I was trying to do is probe to see if they were happy in their job, because I think as a group, one day we're probably going to go rogue and start our own merc company. Just have that as a hunch.
That happens.
And I'm fishing to see if there's disgruntled people out in the world. We'll be the only people that own a chain store of coffee shops and our own mercenary company. We'll be unstoppable.
The
That's
coffee
hilarious.
stores are the headquarters for our mercenary company in each city.
Right? Imagine the turnover rate.
That's spooky as hell. Just saying.
Imagine you can order mercenary functions on a menu right while you order coffee.
Oh, man. It's like, yeah, I would like you to assassinate this guy, and also, can I get a pumpkin spice?
I'd like some beef jerky, and could you kill my neighbor's dog?
And maybe make him out of jerky?
Super
No, I'm kidding.
twisted.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh my
say, wait a second there.
Can I get some of Bob's dog's jerky? Anyway, yeah, so you guys make your way to the front door where you see the doorman kind of stands there and kind of looks up and down at you guys and goes, do you have an invitation?
I'm going to flash the ring and say, the host is expecting us. We're on urgent business.
Right, okay, please remain right here. I will be right back.
I start walking in.
Does anybody remember this kid's name? Yeah, I'm going to blow right past this dude. Does anybody remember what this dude's name is?
No.
You say as you're walking in.
Yeah, I have no idea. But we have the ring, so you just kind of flash it around, you know?
I've written in my notes Turbo Douche.
Wouldn't that be the guy that was, like, bullying him?
I don't know. One of them's a Turbo Douche.
Yeah.
Maybe both.
I hope that Yogurt is saying all of that out loud.
Oh, I'm saying it out loud.
As you walk in, the front kind of foyer is not crowded. There's a smattering of people giving their coats and cloaks and boots and stuff over to a young lady sitting behind a desk who, you know, puts them into a cubby and then takes a number and hands it to them. And they start filing into what would be a banquet hall of sorts off to the right side. And the doorman kind of, after you guys brush in past him, steps inside and says, Lord Chuck is expecting these mercenaries, I believe? And the young lady just goes, right, please remain here. I will go see if he is available.
Oh, we'll come with you. That's fine. Thanks.
Wait.
She kind of looks back at you for a second. Mercenaries, right. Fine. Go ahead, Jackerson.
No, I'm good, actually. I'm going to take back what I just said. I was,
So you didn't say wait.
yeah, don't worry about the wait, actually.
Okay. So she leads you into what could be best described a banquet hall, but as she gets to the door, she kind of like puts her hand on the door before she pushes it and goes, would you like to check your cloaks, weapons, boots, and others? The floors are very delicate.
Well, I'll have to let you know I'm completely naked under the suit of armor.
Right. How about just the weapons and boots? Or just the boots? I'm really only concerned for the floor.
Well, yeah, sure. I'll take off my boots.
You
Pull
don't
them
want...
off.
you
Get
don't
some
want
stinky
me to-
goblin feet.
Yeah, you don't want me to...
She
to-
like takes those and goes like,
Right?
right.
Take
I
good care
think
of 'em.
I didn't clean the inside of anybody's boots when I was
No.
doing prestidigitation. So you got 5 mercenaries with like 2 weeks of road foot.
Right. She takes
All
them
about
all, puts them
athlete's
into a
foot.
cubby, and then like holds a little slip of paper out to whoever wants to take it.
I'll take that.
She hands it to you. It is like common digits for 41. And she just kind of goes back towards the door and goes, right. Well, right. Just pushes the door open. Inside, there is... I wonder, did I import the track? Good enough. Anyway, pushing inside, you can see there's a small band on a raised kind of dais over to the left side. Looks like 4 or 5 people. They have flutes, lutes, and one person on a small set of like hand drums. Just kind of playing some background music for for everybody there. And in the actual room, there appears to be about 80 or 90 people. All appear to be obviously from money. They all kind of have that kind of regal, like, chin up, like, I'm better than everybody kind of appearance to them. Just at a quick glance with you guys' passive insight, these are nobles. These are trust fund kids, you know. You can get the image from that, basically. And she kind of points over towards a large kind of table set off to one side, where there are 3 people sitting at the end of the table, one of which you recognize as the young noble, Chuck. And there is also another person that you recognize, a gnomish woman in her 40s, which you recognize as the magistrate, Rumor Chersk. There's also a human man, appears to be in his late 20s. Sitting there, and he's kind of rubbing his knee a little bit, and they appear to be mid-conversation. The attendant from the door kind of ushers you guys behind her, and she makes her way all the way over to the table. You now notice as you're looking around, nobody here is wearing shoes, and probably with good reason, as you see the entire floor has a faint kind of reflective surface. It looks like it's made out of like wood, maybe, or like linoleum, but it's kind of got a shiny effect to it. But when you look down, you know, it doesn't just show you a reflection of above you. You know, you can't like get a peep if you're thinking about that or anything like that. But you do see like dancing lights below the floor. So it has this faint wood grain, but then you just see this faint like dancing lights of, you know, little flames playing with each other like sprites under the floor. And even on with your feet, like as your toenails from your goblin just making that slight little clatter on the ground, it echoes throughout the whole room. Anybody who is particularly larger and, you know, makes that thumping sound as they walk through, probably Joe, just echoes with like a bass around the entire room.
Oh, I'm thumping.
Definitely
I rolled a tap dance.
Performance. Definitely makes you think like this floor, if you wanted to be careful, you'd have to really try to. So those of you that kind of want to maybe not make as much noise, you just try and, you know, walk on the balls of your feet a little bit, you know. Otherwise, you're just brazenly walking through like, you know, big dick in a locker room. You're here. What's up? Make your way over to the table where Chuck kind of abruptly stands up and he's like, "Oh, wow, you actually came. Okay, okay, let's go in the other room.
Hey,
Let's not do it out here. Let's go in the other room." And he
I feel like no. I feel like if I keep you here in front of your friends, I can extort you for more money.
Man, I love this
Like
city
more
sometimes.
money.
Because you want to save face, and we draw a lot of attention.
Yeah, so let's go over in the middle.
Wait. Fine. Right here is just fine then. Saving face? Sorry? I'm confused.
I don't know. You only wanted to pay us 1,000 for this. Is like a family heirloom, right?
It is.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm saying it loud. Yeah, you lost the ring.
He like looks around and like you see him start to redden like a little bit, like an embarrassment. He goes, "Yes, I lost my quite priceless family heirloom ring. It happens." And he like looks around at some other people, and some of the people in the crowd like look away and like definitely avert their eyes. Others like raise their hands and like chortle underneath their breath.
You can only imagine where we found it too. And I say it kind of loud.
You don't even
I
need to
start
try.
chuckling.
Your voices carry in this room. The acoustics in this place are magnificent.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
Pay me 50. I'm gonna lean over to him and say, "Pay us 1,500 gold. We'll leave your party. We'll take our shoes."
I want some beverages first, though.
Well,
Yeah, how about the hors d'oeuvres?
We didn't say when we'd leave the party.
That was gonna be the next thing. Yeah, we didn't say when.
the human man kind of like stands up, like rubbing his knee, and just kind of like walks over, holding a cup in one hand, and he just leans over and puts an arm over Scratch. So, I think you should stay. Just myself. Just speak out loud for myself. I think you should stay. You're fun.
And who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Harl.
Carl.
Hi,
Carl.
Harl.
Yeah. Hi. I was a champion. Now I'm drunk.
No shit. You know, the last time I was this close to someone's face, I killed his brother.
Ha! You know the last time I was close to someone's face, that this close to someone else's face? I hate them.
I feel like he's gonna throw up on you.
You know that's
No,
probably a good call.
I'm a champion. I don't throw up. But I
This
ate
is-
them
Yeah,
Like,
is this
with a fork. I didn't even cook them. I just... I was
How'd
hungry.
it taste?
Pretty bad, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I
that's
wouldn't do it again unless I had to. But I ate them. It is what it is.
Something about him is quite endearing to me. It might be the cannibalism.
Yeah.
Around this point, Chuck is like looking at him. He's like, I didn't know that about you, Harl. And Harl gets this immediate recollection of like, oh fuck, I said that out loud. And he's just like, I hate the city. I can't lie. Ever. Well,
Yeah,
except for... Never mind.
Hey, you want some orc jerky?
Woo.
Made from real orcs.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Do you want some too?
That's really
I'm not-
chewy.
I'm gonna lean over to Scratch and try to whisper. You think we should maybe follow this guy?
I don't know. He's got a lot of. Yeah, maybe.
And then when he wakes up, we can blackmail him?
Oh shit! Yeah, run our own side to us.
The other person that was at the table with you, Rurma, just goes, okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear any of that about eating somebody else's face, and that I will also pretend that if I did hear it, then it didn't take place within the city, because then I'd have to arrest you.
No, I think he really said he ate somebody.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
No, he was just right
Whatever.
here. He said he
Wait.
ate him with a fork.
sure. So, Chuck, are you telling me that these people did a service for you? You agreed to a price, and now you're just gonna pay them and ask them to leave? Doesn't sound very hospitable of you. Chuck's just
Oh,
like,
it's okay. He plans on paying us 150%.
And
No.
we're also gonna leave after we've had fun.
Tell you what, I will pay the agreed upon 1,000 gold pieces, and you can stay for the party.
How about 1,000 gold pieces? We stay at the party until we break 500 gold pieces worth of stuff.
How about counter offer? I pay you 1,000 gold pieces, as previously agreed. You can stay at the party, and once most of the people start to leave and we start to have our exclusive games, you can join.
That
Ooh,
sounds
what
like a
kind of
solid deal.
games?
VIP? Okay.
Also,
Pretty much.
I would also like to say that we are doing this one. We do need to keep to our word, otherwise we might get a bad rep for changing terms of deals later.
You know what? That's true. We do have a code. And as fun as it is to extort you, I'm only going to ask that you give me a pair of shoes.
Right. Do you have a preference as to color, make, or anything?
Well, my toes are really pointy because I got like little, but you see my fingernails? It's like that, but down there.
He just looks down and looks at your feet because you're not wearing shoes. Right. I can probably make something work.
Yeah, they should be comfortable. Otherwise, I'll just have to cut the tip off, and then they're hanging out the end, and nobody wants that.
Like sandals, right. Tell you what, I will give you the name of my... Fuck, what are shoemakers called? I literally heard it. Cobbler. I will give you the name of my cobbler and pay for it. And you can get your shoes.
Guys,
That
what's
way-
a fucking cobbler?
I think they cobble.
I think it's a sandwich.
Oh, okay. Wait, why are you showing us about a sandwich? I know how to make sandwiches already.
Yeah, but these are like shoe sandwiches. You can wear them and then eat them later.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You
We'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the money.
Okay.
He kind of like gets up and like turns and walks out of like a little side door that was right there, and he disappears. As you guys look around, you can feel free to RP a little bit, or I can explain more of the room. Your call.
We should go find the lady from
Oh yeah.
Totally agree.
Hogwarts or whatever it was.
Also wanted to thank you, Deck. You're right about the mercenary code thing. We should.
Yeah, I mean, like, if we kind of like look at it, we want to go out on our own. We have a bad rep. No one's gonna hire us.
Was for scarier.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
If there's no pre-existing deal in place, haggling, all good. Pre-existing deal, you need to haggle up front.
Yeah, that's a good point. Honor only when we have to.
I was only extorting him because I thought he was a child.
Was he not a child?
I mean,
No,
He's-
I mean,
he's
you
in
know,
his
he's
early
kind of like a
20s.
baby.
Mm.
Like, in a way that
So-
you look at a younger man and you go, ugh, you're the same guy I knew from high school.
yeah, like they're a child, but in the brain.
Yeah.
You guys might
I
want
thought
to
he
have
had
this
child brain.
conversation maybe somewhere else. Maybe not in front of the magistrate. I'm not working tonight.
Yeah, because if you
Fair
were
enough.
the guy that would have eaten somebody, you probably would have to do something about it, right?
Yes. This is my luxury time. I don't want to work.
Well, when you have
Totally
a
fair.
contract for that guy eating people, like tomorrow, let us know.
Yeah.
Right. I will.
Because if you don't, he might just, be found.
Right. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it, but if something comes up, I will make sure I send word.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Mm-hmm. Well, since
Could
you are
point us-
here,
Oh,
What?
sorry. Go ahead. I was
No,
gonna say,
you
can you
go.
point us to someone who's here from Hogwarts, the Arcanium?
the Arcanum. Right.
Arcanum.
Who are you looking for?
Someone who can help us with a magic box.
She just looks at you, blinking. Who are you looking for?
I'm gonna look around and be like, what was her name?
Lanam?
Yeah.
Boy, Darius.
She's a halfling, I believe.
Lalem?
Larry. I think it was Larry.
Layman?
Lidris?
Lidris? Yes, I think
Lid-
that's
Lid-
lidless.
but sure.
Lidless.
No,
It was an L.
Lidris.
Lidris.
Lidris. Right. Yes. Okay. Let's see. She kind of like scans the room for a second. Like, no. Huh? Was it? Right. Over there. You see that large turtle? Talking to the comically small halfling?
Yes.
Because of the perspective. He's huge. She's tiny. That's her.
Thank you very much.
The turtle or the halfling?
The halfling. Have you not met her?
We have.
Oh,
We did, but we have short memories.
right. Yeah.
Maybe she took her shell off back there.
Oh,
I don't know if that's how that works. I've
I
never
also-
asked. You know
for
what?
Sure.
I'm going to maybe make... Never mind.
What are you
fun.
gonna do?
Hey, Yogurt, you want to come with me and we can go chat with this person? And
Oh
try to
yeah, let's do that.
get the box identified.
Who has the box?
Here, I'll give Deck the box.
Thank you. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Okay. So you make your way clip-clopping across the entire... Thank you. Making your way across the entire kind of ballroom. As you're making your way over there, what are the other three of you doing?
I'm waiting for the kid to get his money, and if he's taking too long, I'm gonna go in the direction I saw him leave because I'm gonna follow him to where he is.
Define
I'm gonna go
too
with
long.
Snake Man.
If I have to stand in this living room for more than a minute solid with nothing happening, I'm going for him.
Okay.
I'm with him.
Okay. Joe, what are you up to?
I was reading something. I'm sorry.
All good. All good. Scratch and Jackerson have opened the door to the direction where Chuck went. And
I would
the
have
other
just been
two...
with them.
With them? Okay, so the
Yeah.
three of you go through that door. We'll come back to that in a second. Okay, Yogurt and Deck, you make your way to a comical duo of a very large turtle. You can see the age lines in his chin and his face, as he appears to be an elderly turtle. And he appears to be talking to the comically small in comparison next to him, old halfling woman that you met in the Arcanum by the name of Lidris. And he just says, well, I could have my smiths come over and take a look for sure. They're going to be busy tomorrow. They're making some modifications to a cart for a band of adventurers or mercenaries or something. I don't know.
How fortuitous. That's actually my cart. And our cart as well. I'm going to point to
Oh
Yogurt.
yes, our cart.
He looks over at you. Oh, very nice to meet you. Thank you for shopping at my shop.
You're welcome.
Right. I never actually get to meet the customers, so it's
Oh, well.
fortuitous.
I'm very excited for the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very excited. Right, Yogurt?
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet.
I'm Deck. This is Yogurt. We're
Hi, I'm
mercenaries.
Yogurt.
Dak and Yogurt, nice to meet you. My name is Gilfin.
Oh, hello, Gilfin.
I am an humble carpenter, and I own the shop just across the way. Obviously, you picked that much up.
Yes. Lovely to meet you. We are actually here to talk to Lidris, if she doesn't mind.
Oh, well, that's fine. I was thinking I might get a drink.
Pleasure to meet you.
I mean, you're welcome to stay if you want. You like puzzles?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I actually would like a drink, and this was I didn't want to be rude, you see, and so this is a perfect opportunity to get away.
Oh, okay, I see.
He just gets this sense of, like, annoyance come across his face really quickly that you guys pick up on, and he just goes, I'm sorry, Lidris, I didn't mean it like that. She goes, it's fine, I understand. I'll catch up with you later. He goes, right, my apologies. And he kind of slowly shambles his way over to the table where Chuck and your party members were a minute ago. Echoing thud, thud, thud with every step. Like a steady bass drum that matches the tune quite well that is currently playing. And Lidris kind of looks up at you guys and goes, right, so, you were seeking me out. What do you need?
Yeah, we went to the Arcanum
Right.
to see if you were there, but they told us you were here. Could you help us with this? And I kind of like hold up, like just show the box. Like, have you ever seen something like this before?
It's a box. Of course I've seen a box before.
No, this is a magic box.
It is a magic box.
A magical
like-
box.
Yeah, we don't know how to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Have you tried identifying it?
We don't know that one. That's kind of why we're coming to you. Do you know identify?
I do.
I can do this, and my eyes start to glow as I cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
I
look
know
down,
it's
it's radiating magic.
I know it's magic. I just don't know why.
Right. Sure, I could take a look for you. Were you thinking of like right here?
I mean,
Yeah, why not?
Do you want to go to
Do you
another room? I mean, it could be valuable, and there's some people in this room I wouldn't necessarily trust.
Yeah,
Well,
we've got these rings. We'll be fine.
I mean, might as well.
How should I put this? There's a lot of people in this room with more money than God, and regardless of what rings you're wearing, you probably can't fight out of that hole. I'm not doubting your martial prowess. I'm sure you guys are very strong. Just saying, if somebody wants something badly enough, especially in this crowd, they can pay to make it happen.
That's fair enough.
I wouldn't want to
We
put
can
you
always
at risk.
later and sell it or something.
Right, exactly. So do you want to drop by the office tomorrow, or do you just want to find a room now? And
I mean, we could find a room now. We have
Yeah, let's do it right now.
beverages. Yeah, we have friends over there as well.
very well.
I mean,
Okay.
if you're free, of course.
I've got no plans for.
10
Kind of
minutes.
looks over and sees like you guys see this like large grandfather clock, and it's like ticking away, and I've probably got about 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
And then the food's gonna get here, but I want to be here for that. So, yeah, we've got time.
Excellent.
Sure. Lead the way.
I don't know where we're going. This is my first time here.
This
I
is-
just take a dress and start walking to a door.
Okay.
Alright.
As you guys start walking towards that door, she says, I mean, this is my 18th time here, and I've never been outside this hall, so I guess we're all adventuring tonight.
Hey, it's fun, isn't it?
I'll let you know. You guys make your way over to a door. You try and open the handle, but it appears to be locked.
Is anyone looking?
Several people. In a
Well,
room
if I
of
got
like
care,
90
then-
people. Ooh, you probably wouldn't care.
All right, I'm gonna pull out some thieves' tools. All right,
Okay.
Dick.
What?
Cover me.
I'm just gonna
sorry.
stand in front of him.
Lidris kind of
that's
like turns to also block with her body, like the two of you are making like some
Yeah.
sort of human shield.
I cast guidance on him as well.
All right, go ahead and
I
make
appreciate
your thieves tools check. You have a guidance.
Guess I'll just do this.
Just a
and then
dexterity
plus 3.
check, add proficiency, and
Yeah, so 15
D4.
plus 18.
Isn't your proficiency 3 now that you're level 7?
Yes. So 19.
Not bad. Takes you maybe 10 seconds. You feel the tension in your tools, and then click, and the door is unlocked.
Oh, that was easy. Put them all back in. All right. Open the door.
You open the door, and you find yourself in a very dark room. Lidris says, "Oh, I've got this," and she casts 3 spheres of light just appear in front of her, and then move out towards the room, moving in swirling patterns to show you the whole room, kind of. And you see that it appears to be a library. There are many, many books on kind of bookcases spread throughout all the walls, and there are several tables with very comfortable looking chairs and couches laid around. And she kind of leads you over to the center of the room, where there's a kind of a smallish table and a couple of recliners. And she kind of sits down on one of them and goes, "Right, this should do. Let's have it right here then."
Perfect. Once everyone's in, I'm going to close the door and then lock it behind us.
Okay. Easy enough to do. You didn't break the lock when you unlocked it, so you just lock the door and you're good.
Is there like a candle on the table, like somewhere, just like?
There are some candles spread throughout the room. None of them are lit, obviously, but you
Yeah.
can light them.
I
if you'd
just touch the top of one and cast light on it.
Okay. She goes, "Right. Oh, excellent. Now I don't have to worry about keeping these up." And the 3 orbs just disappear. The light in the room shrinks dramatically to just the candle that you have, but that does radiate like 20 feet of light. She goes, right, please place it on the table.
I put it on the table.
Okay. She starts to go through the rituals of casting Identify, but she's not going to waste a spell slot, so that's going to take a little bit of time. So, we will cut to the other half of the party. So, you guys step through the side door from the kind of like regal banquet hall, and you find yourselves in a large hallway. It's about 20 feet wide, high vaulted ceilings, probably 30 feet up. Appears to be a second story. You see the banister and railing there, and you see a set of stairs at the very end that branches up and goes into two different paths to go up onto the top floor. There are 8 doors on either side on either floor, so a total of 32 rooms connected to this massive hallway.
Okay, question for you guys. Do you want to try going door to door and go through this kid's house? Or do you want to go back there and drink in front of fancy people?
I mean, part of me kind of wants to snoop around.
Right? I have this feeling like I want to snoop around.
Any of those items are ours for the taking, right? Like kind of like payment in advance for other jobs.
Well, I hate to say this, but it kind of goes in line with what Deck said.
Oh,
If we
Deck ain't here, man. You do you.
if we loot the house and it comes back that it was Marvel Mercs, then we're responsible for the reputation of our guild company. I mean, when we have our own mercenary company, we can kind of do whatever we want.
Do we
But
have
right
any
now-
other Merc rings on us? We could plant them.
Oh, shit! Didn't we pick up some from that group? No, those were other Norma Mercs.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever encountered a dead Normas.
We should definitely collect those for opportune circumstances.
Well, we could always make some.
True.
I'm in that position now where I'm trying to figure out which party's going to end up being the evil party. What the fuck?
evil.
If there is one. Yeah, misunderstood.
Definitely misunderstood. I just want to be a lich.
Yeah.
Nothing evil about that.
Forever.
As you guys are having this conversation in this hallway, you hear the very faint sound of a click from down, way down the hall, upstairs on the other side, before you see a familiar figure stepping out of the room, stick a key into the keyhole and lock it, and then kind of takes a couple of steps down the stairs and notices you from way across the hall and just goes, "Right, okay, yeah, I suppose here is better than out there. Wouldn't want to see somebody... wouldn't want somebody to see me handing you money. I get it." He just makes his way over to you. So, eventually makes his way all the way over to you, Scratch, and, since you've kind of presented yourself so far as, like, the, mouthpiece of the group, he just hands out a small sack to you, and
The only reason I was brokering this transaction is because I have his ring on. Well, I'll hand it to him. I'm not the face. I'm not the face.
okay. So he hands
3
it
of
to
us
you.
technically can be.
Yeah, there's 3 party faces. That's awesome. He hands the sack to you and takes the ring and slides it onto one of his fingers, and he goes, "Well, that feels better, and Mother won't be nearly as upset."
What's your mom's name?
Her name is Mom.
Are you gonna hit on Mom? Because if so, respect.
Her name is Lucia.
Wait, would she have given us more money if we gave it to her?
She probably would have hired another mercenary group to kill you and then taken it back.
Oh.
That still could have been
And-
fun.
I would have been shamed, and probably not allowed to leave the house.
No. All right, so don't lose it again, or come hire us again.
I
There'll be
will
more.
try my best.
How'd you lose it anyway? I remember you told us, but like, how'd you really lose it?
I'm writing a book, and it's sights and scenes of various cities throughout the world, and my family is quite famous. A group of writers stems back from my great-great-great-great-grandfather 1,000 years ago. You might have read his book. It's the Marivaldi Guide to Adventuring for Dummies. You can find it pretty much in any library. It was a bestseller for many, many years. And ever since then, our family has garnered a lot of money, and every new generation wants to kind of topple that book as the bestseller in the family. And I think mine will. But while I was in town here, I struck up a game with some acquaintances. There was some drinking involved, and I drank too much. And when I stepped out to relieve myself behind the pottery shop, I passed out. And either the ring fell off or somebody took it. I don't know.
It literally just fucking fell off. This is so... what a dumb story. Scratch. This is...
Right? He can't even lie. So it's not like he's trying to save face or anything.
Exactly. Shit.
You notice how, like, painful it was for him to actually tell the story, because he knows he can't lie in the city, and he's every sentence that comes out is like more defeat. He's just like, ugh.
So speaking of games, what were these private VIP games you were talking about?
Well, after dinner and a little bit of rabble-rousery, a small select group stays, and we play a couple of fun party games.
Okay, fun party games for rich people can be a lot of different things. It could be like, oh, really high stakes gambling, or oh, we're gonna hunt people through the woods.
Yes, it could be.
Do we get to hunt people through the woods?
I guess that depends on the game that's chosen.
Yo, we're sticking around for the games.
Yeah, this kid's kind of cool.
All of a sudden, the 360 just. I hate this fucking kid, dude. He's my best friend. And he goes,
what if we found out he's cool? What?
Well, the way that it works is every person that's still at the party writes down the name of their game. It goes into a hat. We select the game. We all play around. If we want to continue, we will continue playing that. If we don't want to continue, we pick a new game.
So,
this is basically a rich person's game club. Once a month, we play some games.
So all of us, in our mercenary crew here, what if we, try to load it a little bit by all doing the same thing? Is that possible?
If all of you wanted to play the same game and you all wrote it on a piece of paper, and then, yeah, it's 5 times more likely to be picked.
Oh, that's not like against the rules or anything?
Why would it be? That seems legal.
Oh, perfect. Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, you can't write, 15 different pieces of paper all with the same thing. But all 5 of you, if you wanted to play the same game, sure.
Just wanted to make sure, talking prior was A-okay.
That's just 5 votes for the same game. That's no big deal. Chances would be in your favor then. Sometimes we bet on which game's going to get picked out of the hat. A lot of these people are very rich. Very rich. They've got nothing to do with their money but blow it on frivolous things. Like games.
What game do you want to play tonight?
Truth or Dare.
Wait,
That sounds lame.
in a city where you can't lie, you want to play Truth or Dare?
Yes.
Oh shit, because people would have to give the real truth.
Yes.
I get it.
And I can do so much knowing the truth about certain people.
Okay, yeah, fair. That's pretty good.
Right. It's probably almost time for food. Should we go back?
Yeah. Actually, let me talk to these two. We'll meet back up with you when the crowd starts to filter out a little bit. We can we'll do some brainstorming. We'll leave you alone. Thank you for your hospitality.
Sure. I'll just be on the other side of this door, sitting down where I was when you came in.
So
He leaves.
guys, how do we get as much money from these guys as possible? Like a contest or something that we know will win?
Yeah, we could do that.
Good.
I'm
I
half
really
damn
like
sh-
extortion. You know,
I do like the idea of extortion, and
find out
if
all
that
the
guy-
people that are corrupt, and then we could,
Yeah.
use it against them. And if not, oust them, make them not corrupt.
Well, that kid's playing truth or dare. He was onto something there. If we get some
Right.
real dirt on all these millionaires, we could extort people just as much as him.
True.
But I bet we're allowed to get. Wait a second. What am I thinking? We don't have any connections in this town, but we've got a lot of muscle. That kid's got all the connections in town, so he'll know which dirt would be most effective. So why don't we just team up with the kid? He'll ask the right questions, and we get fucking paid,
And we just stand behind him and flex. I like that.
right? I mean, he would need some muscle to weigh down on any of the extortion stuff. He's not going to do something and then get himself killed. Or jumped in an alleyway and lose his ring again.
Yeah, he definitely passed out and just his hand. Yeah.
But,
I could see the vomit from the night prior. It was very obvious.
Alternate pitch is we just get them to hunt somebody through the woods, and we all just spend the night getting drunk and hunting someone through the woods.
Yeah, that could be fun too.
Right? I mean, you can't buy everything with
Well,
money.
He did say we like stop and vote to if we want to keep playing that game. So we could always, pivot midway.
That's a good point. Best of both worlds. Let the kid play truth or dare, get him on our side, get some money, and then at the end of the night, hunt somebody through the woods.
I like it.
Fuck yeah, let's go fill the other guys in then. Jackerson, you on board? I can't see your face. You're obscured with this strange blue glow.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you make your way back to the party. In the meantime, in the other room, we've got Lidris with Deck and Yogurt. She finishes her preparations for the ritual, casts the spell, and seems puzzled. And after a moment, says, "Well, that's strange."
Strange how?
Well, it's a magic item. I could tell you that. I mean, you could tell you that.
I told you that.
I'm supposed to learn its properties and how to use them? Whether it requires time to bond with, and if it has any charges. But I don't know any of that. Except, I know you don't need to bond with it, and it doesn't appear to have any charges, but I don't understand its properties or how to use it at all. It wasn't created by a spell, at least not one that I know of. The Identify is supposed to tell me if it's a spell that created it. It's very strange.
Is there
Could
a spell
I-
that can unspell your spell?
Not one that I know. Would you mind terribly if I kept this and studied it?
A little bit, yeah.
Right. Okay. Let me try again, and I won't do a ritual. I'll just cast it with a higher level spell slot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
I know all about them spell slot struggles.
Right. Okay. She kind of like cracks her neck and like cracks all of her knuckles. You hear the like crack, 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 crack all the way down her back. She like limbers up a little bit for absolutely no reason. Like it's completely not necessary. But then she like puts her hands on the box and then casts Identify again. This time at a higher level. She goes, "Wow, that is insane. I just used a 9th level spell slot, and the only thing I learned is that it can't be opened magically."
Oh, so like an actual puzzle.
Yeah, I don't know the solution to it. I just know that it is a puzzle. It appears that there's some of these sliding pieces. I don't know if you've tried sliding these into some sort of configuration that would allow it to open, but that's the only thing that I could... Maybe. Hold on.
I didn't even know there were sliding pieces.
They're very faint. You guys have never actually looked at it in depth, so...
Nope.
So she looks at it and starts moving a couple of puzzle pieces and just goes, I don't get it. One of you want to try?
Like,
Yeah.
Dick, how big is your brain?
How big is my brain?
Yeah.
It's a little bit bigger than yours, I think. And I kind of like put my head like down close to yours and like compare skull sizes.
Oh, you're right. All right, here you go. I'm going to cast Enhance Ability, Brain.
Brain.
So intelligence? Okay.
Yeah, Fox is Cunning, that's the one.
Oh,
So, yeah, you have, what,
On
advantage?
intelligence checks.
All right. Advantage
Okay,
on intelligence checks.
also give myself guidance, and I am not a smart person.
Okay. Make an intelligence check with advantage with your D4.
Okay.
I believe.
I also have
Wait, does she not have legend lore? Hold on. You keep
Okay.
doing that.
I was gonna say I also have Act of the Talisman if I fail, so I can get an additional D4.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, so intelligence with advantage. D4. 21. If that fails, let me know. I roll another D4.
21 does fail.
There's a 24 fail.
A 24 is the DC.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Jason, she does have the spell. It appears to not be necessary anymore. Also, she forgot about it because
She's drunk. She doesn't party.
yeah, she's been drinking and she doesn't have that spell prepared today. That's what I'm going to say. She is a cleric, though. She's a knowledge domain cleric, for what it's worth. 24 is the DC, though. So, Deck starts moving puzzle pieces, and eventually you move a final piece, and it clicks. And you hear a faint, but in this room it would be echoing, so a solemn, slow tune for a moment.
What's in the box?
I'm
So dead. You guys are so dead.
I'm not going to roll 112 wisdom saves, but can I have the rest of the party on the other side of the door make wisdom saves, please?
Wait, us?
Yep.
Feels bad?
I have advantage against spells and magical effects, just for reference.
You have advantage. Go for it.
Oh, I got a 22. Hold on. I got a 22. Yeah, I can't do any better than that. That's all I got.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Joe.
It's funnier this way anyway. So the three of you fail, and so does everybody else in the banquet hall and several people outside. Because I'm not going to roll, like I said, over 100 wisdom saves. I am going to roll one... No, she's in the room. Never mind. Okay, so everybody outside the room hears a very slow... solemn tune, almost like a funeral dirge. Inside the room, Yogurt, Deck, and the cleric, you guys hear a jaunty traveling tune,
Oh,
like
this is pleasant.
with fiddles and like the whole thing.
And tap. It's a
It's
toe
very,
tap
very, very
Tap along.
upbeat. As soon as you open the lid, you hear that. It echoes throughout the chamber. And, yeah, I mean, you guys feel fine.
What's in the box?
Inside the box is what appears to be like a silk pouch, roughly the size of a deck of cards.
Motherfucker.
Oh god, it's a deck of cards. Oh yes.
I pull it out.
Perhaps.
Ah.
You pull it out.
For it? God damn.
I don't pull out a card. I pull out the pouch.
Okay.
Cool. You pull out the pouch. Yep.
I'm going to be very careful with my words here.
Okay.
I just sat up right now.
Start
I just
flinging
wanna
out
let everyone
cards.
know.
Wait,
Wish
sorry,
we
what
could
was
see
that? What'd you
He,
say?
God,
uh,
I'm
he
sitting
just
up
said
right now.
Oh.
He's at attention.
I'm able to count how many cards are in it without pulling a card.
You
feel like-
count
Open a
card.
pouch, right?
Make a
I don't know if I actually wanna do
investigation. Make an investigation
Oh.
check.
I'm sure.
that. Okay.
You
That's
still have advantage.
Oh, and that's in.
Okay.
Let me know if I fail. I'm gonna use my fucking Pact of the Talisman again.
No, you didn't fail.
Okay.
You basically just you know how like when you got a deck of cards and you like open it and then you pull it out slightly just so that you can like, you know, riffle through it or like count it or whatever. You kind of do the same thing with the head of the thing. You kind of open it up a little bit. Yeah, enough so that you can, you know, see that the cards, you can't see what they are. They're only hanging out by about like an inch or so. But you do look through them. Or not through them, but you kind of like riffle them with your thumb. And, you know, with that check, I'll say, yeah, you can figure it out. You find 34 cards.
Oh boy.
You can't see what's on them. You just, you know, quick count, you count 34.
Does Deck know what this is?
Make a history check with disadvantage.
Wait,
34 cards. That's a lot of cards,
it's
actually.
a lot of cards.
Yep.
Do I still have? How long does disadvantage last?
1
Minute?
hour.
Oh fuck yeah. 12.
Nope, you have no idea.
That's
Actually, it would be Arcana, actually, not.
Oh,
Is it the same bonus?
same bonus, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah.
I don't know. I hit history. I meant to hit something not history.
I prompted you for a history check, but it should have been Arcana. That's fine.
I'm gonna pull it up. Be like, oh, it looks like a deck of cards. Does it mean anything to you, Lidris?
She just kind of looks at it and goes, "Well, that's interesting."
Interesting, good. Interesting, bad.
Well, why would there be a musical puzzle box with a deck of cards inside? And clearly, it was a very difficult puzzle box. I couldn't open it. Took you well over a minute to open it, so somebody wanted to hide it.
That's a very good point.
You know what?
I
I'm piqued. And she kind of reaches out and puts her fingers on it.
excuse me. Wait.
What?
What do you?
You're just identifying it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna identify it.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
okay.
What?
You
What
want me
did
to
you
tell
think
you
I was gonna
magic
do?
first? I don't know. You're holding it very weirdly.
I have to be touching something for identify.
Fair enough. Here, 1 second. I cast detect magic. Are the cards magic?
They are.
They're magic cards. Please tell us
You're
what these cards are.
picking up. What is the magic on it? I don't think it actually says.
I want to draw.
I can't find it on here, but yeah. So she casts Identify using a spell slot because she doesn't want to waste a minute because she is fully invested. And she goes, "Huh. Wow. Interesting. Now, Taylor, do me a favor. Count out 34 cards out of your deck there.
Oh boy.
Shuffle them and then pull the top one off.
Joker's in or out?
Out.
Second. 34.
Let me tell you which ones you can have. Yeah, 34.
She's pulling a card.
Yeah, she is. Immediately after identifying, she's gonna pull the top one.
That's theft.
Reported.
It's 1,000 gold pieces a card.
Man, like
We don't even know what's happening to us.
I don't want
Yeah,
her.
no.
Like I don't want her to do this.
It's chaos outside, probably.
You don't. She's casting the spell, and as she's gonna pull away her hand, she pulls it. You're not gonna have a chance to react to it. She's just.
Little motherfucker.
It's gonna be too quick. You wouldn't know.
Top card.
Yep, just top card. What do we got? 6 of hearts.
No, that's diamonds.
Oh, okay. 6 of diamonds. No, pull another one. That one's not on the deck.
Okay, same one. Top.
I'm not actually looking at it. I have the screen up, so
Oh.
just tell me what the card is.
Oh shit! What are those ones? King of clubs.
King
I
of
forgot the
clubs.
word-
That's
the word
definitely
for it.
on here. King of clubs. Okay, so what happens? Okay, so she really quickly is like, oh, that's interesting, pulls a card and then throws it across the room. It flies over and then lands on the ground. And where the card lands, you see a bandit captain and 3 bandits just appear on top of the card. And they immediately all draw their swords and are looking at you.
I put the cards into my pocket
Okay.
and I drop my illusion in, so all of a sudden I'm just loaded to the tits with weapons.
Okay.
Can we help you?
Oh, where did you come from?
They look at you and they say, we'll be relieving you of your weapons, your armor, your gold, and your shoes.
Well, we're not wearing shoes, so no.
Well, then just your weapons, armor, and gold, then.
These sleaze bags with you?
She just looks at you and she's enthralled. She's just like... She knows what this is. She's not going to tell you because it's fun for her.
I'm gonna start backing up towards the door. If I can.
Okay. Yeah.
And unlatch it.
Okay.
Open the door.
Yep.
Slide out. Hey,
Yeah.
Dick.
So,
Yep.
Come on, come on.
were you looking out at any point, or are you literally doing this and got your back to everybody outside?
I've got my back to everyone. I'm just
Okay.
gonna like.
Cool.
Deck's coming with me.
Okay. As soon as you exit the room, can you make your wisdom save?
I'd love to.
All right.
There it is. 9.
Cool. You step out of the room, and Deck, are you looking at Yogurt at all?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
As soon as he opens up the door and takes a step out, you notice he just starts moving incredibly slowly. Like, almost imperceptibly slowly.
God damn. Sorry, what did you say? So you said a bandit captain and 2 bandits?
3 bandits.
3 bandits. Oh, so 4 people total?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So Lidris,
Yeah.
What this is?
do you wanna? Are we gonna fight these people, or are you just?
Yeah,
gonna stand
sure. Sure, let's blast.
there? All right.
Have some fun.
You first.
Live a little.
Oh, I live
It's
every
funnier
day.
if you go first.
Hey, insight checker.
Sure, make an insight check. Somehow she still beat you.
Yeah.
You pick up nothing on her face. She's a steel wall.
Can I cast detect magic?
You can.
Cool.
You're
Are
picking up
the-
illusion magic coming from the bandit captain and bandits.
I pick up a book and throw it at him.
It passes through them.
Oh, cool. I'm just gonna like.
And
walk.
she just kind of taps her nose and goes, "Hilarious, right?"
So what is this? You're having fun here. Clearly.
It's a deck of illusions. There's
Oh.
34 cards in there. Each one has a different illusion, and as long as you throw the card within 30 feet, whatever the illusion is held on the card will appear, and it will act as it naturally would. Only it just can't do any damage. Isn't that hilarious?
That's actually very funny.
Right? Imagine the trouble you could pull with that.
Oh, I'm very excited. But a real question, and I
Right.
point to Yogurt, who's just like,
He's not even moving that slowly. It's slower
Oh,
than
yeah.
that.
oh my god,
You can't even tell. You think he's stopped.
is he okay?
She looks over at him and goes, "Huh. Well, that's weird."
Yeah, I thought so too. I'm gonna go over and try to pull him back
looks
into
fine.
the room.
Okay.
Pull him.
Make a strength check or athletics. He's not very heavy, so I'm gonna say DC is pretty low. Okay. You grab him by the shoulders and just pull him inside the room. He's moving regular speed now. You're good.
What? Hey. How you doing?
Hey, Yogurt, I just want to quickly see something because it looked like you just kind of stopped there. Can you wave at me? And I just like push him out the door.
Okay. Wisdom save. Is that including your paladin nonsense?
It is, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He freezes as soon as he gets outside the door.
Pull him back in.
Okay. Yeah.
He stopped, and I'm gonna put Yogurt down.
Okay.
Does anything change for you? Are you like?
Do I like still see, or like is my vision frozen?
Oh. Can you roll a D100 for me?
I would
For
love
no
to.
particular reason whatsoever.
7.
Okay, that's good. That's good. For you, it's been weird. It felt like everything was fine. Then all of a sudden you were moving at, like... Oh, how would that have happened? As soon as you stepped out of the room, the tune was no longer jaunty. It was solemn and slow and, like, really strange. And everybody around was just dancing and talking and whatever, like normal. And a couple of people are, like, scratching their heads and, like, everybody kind of has this weird look like something happened and nobody can figure it out, as they're all just kind of like, what the hell was that? And as this tune is just playing throughout the room. Then you get pulled in and you get this weird sense of vertigo. And then you get shoved back out again, get that sense again, and then get pulled back in and feel it again. It's very disorienting.
That's really weird.
Like the feeling of getting off of a ride at a like a carnival or something, one of those spinny rides that spins you a lot, and then you get off and you're kind of like, ooh. It's kind of like that kind of feeling.
Is the box still open?
Mm-hmm. Nobody said they closed it.
Can I go back and close the box?
Mm-hmm. You walk over and you close it, and immediately the tune stops. You hear a click and then a little bit of a sliding thing, and you look down and you see the box is moving itself to the locked position.
I have a question. Will I be able to remember how to open it, or is it going to be like random every time?
You can... Let me check. We'll have to figure that out next time you want to open it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are the other people coming into the room now because they were on their way in?
They were across the hall, so... Yeah, but they never actually saw you enter the library, so they... We'll cut to them anyway. So, you guys all step out from the hallway. Suddenly, this strange, solemn tune starts playing, and you all start to feel this weird kind of sense of vertigo. Like you're a little bit dizzy, just randomly. You get a little bit of that ooh kind of feeling coming up in your stomach a little bit, like, you know, it's the very beginnings of like throwing up on a ride at the Peony. We've all been there. And this tune just starts playing throughout the room. What do you guys do?
Do you guys hear that noise?
I don't know. We're at a party. Is it just music?
It's not the same tune. We weren't in there that long.
It's kind of clashing with the band at the other side of the room too. They're not playing the same tune.
Suspicious.
Yeah. Make a history check with advantage. Anybody who wants to try and figure out if they've ever heard the tune before, because you guys have heard the tune before.
Let's see. Let's see if I'm proficient in it. If I am, then I will.
If you're not, you can still do it. You don't have to be proficient.
I got a +1, brother. Send it.
You're not digging that far back in your memory banks. You're just going back like 2 weeks. It's not that hard. Oh yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Never heard this before a day in your life.
I like it.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. Let's just go back to the party and see what it is.
Yeah, well, we're here for drinks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a drink before the food comes. I think he said the food was coming soon.
Food is important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look around for. I'm assuming there's like a bar.
There kind of is like a bar over at the side of the room, kind of opposite from where you guys are, kind of next to the band a little bit. And as you make your way across the bar, suddenly Chuck stands up and, claps twice. And from a bunch of different doors all throughout the room, the hall, you see filing in are just many, many, many people, all dressed the same in very formal wear with, like suit and tie kind of thing. And they all like kind of move over and just start moving tables to set up like one super long table. And as you finish walking up to the bar, they start setting tablecloths, and it looks like they're preparing for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But you do make it to the bar.
I don't even know.
You guys want to get a drink here, real quick, or food?
Yes. Yes to all of it.
I'm gonna lean over to the bartender. What you got?
You see a one-eyed elven man just kind of leans over towards you and goes, "Oh, depends. What's your poison?" We got everything.
I look over to Scratch. What do you want?
Do you have literal poison?
Why?
I'm immune to it, so I can drink it, and I think I might enjoy it.
He's like looking at you the whole time while he's getting something from under the bar. Doesn't break your eye contact at all. Pulls a shot glass out, sets it on the counter, reaches down, grabs another bottle, which you see has got like a skull and crossbones on it, and starts pulling the top off, and slowly pours. But since he's staring at you in the eyes the whole time, he can't really see when it's gonna fill, and so it starts to overfill on the bar real quick, and he like stops and like puts it back down, and then sets it over in front of you and wipes up the poison. There you go. And he's going to watch you intently.
I'm going to take a sip.
It's a shot, so you can either drink the whole thing or sip a tiny bit. You're totally your call.
I'm going to sip a tiny bit.
Okay.
You know, in Wild Wild West bars, they pour them a little thing of whiskey and they just sip it out of a tiny glass. I'm going to do that, but with poison.
Okay. Sure. It's got a weird taste, but you're immune to it, so it's fine. You kind of get the sense that it's not super strong. Like, the stuff that you spit is stronger than this.
Oh, yeah.
You're thinking, this is probably something just to take care of, like, the unwanted rodents in the city or something like that. Why he had it in the bar? You don't have the faintest.
Give me the next strongest thing up that won't kill me.
So, you want the strongest thing or the second strong? What? Sorry,
I want something that won't kill me. That'll probably... Yeah.
That one might kill you. I've got some fire water. I've got some whiskey. I've got some rum. I've got some mead.
I'll try
ale.
some fire water.
Fire water. All right, cool. We can make that happen. Kind of reaches out and grabs a bottle and takes a highball glass and sets it down in front of you and takes a big chunk of ice and drops it in there and pours some sort of liquid that's like black and it has the consistency of like sludge. As it slowly pours out and then sets onto the ice, and as it gets colder it starts to get more liquidy and turn into less of a pudding and more of like a solid drink. And then he reaches over and grabs a candle and just sets it on its side slightly, and you see the drink goes up in flames, and he slides that over to you.
Wow, it's literally... Oh, okay, alright, thanks.
I'd recommend blowing it out before you drink it, but if you don't, it'll be hilarious.
Yeah. Right. Just gonna hold it for a second and just kind of stare at it.
You're literally holding fire water.
Jackerson, what do you want?
He looks over. What can I get for you, big man?
Just want an ale.
Ale. Okay. Do you want...
The fanciest ale you got.
Gotcha. Okay. Right.
I hold up my pinky finger to you. You can't see it because my camera's not working, but I'm doing it.
He grabs a mug and bends down below the bar, and just you hear the faint sounds of some, cup receptacle filling, and he lifts it up and sets it in front of you. There you go. Fanciest thing that Chuck has. I'll have you know, this would normally go for 150 gold pieces in a tavern. But it's a party.
Cool.
Have fun.
Well, let me get one of those too. And I blow off my firewater.
Okay. He pours you one as well.
I think Joe will just turn around and smile. I'm ready.
Just double fisting.
Yep. So the drink that you got, the super expensive one, if you guys do drink it, it has it's like a mix of like 5 different citruses and fruits and stuff, and has a little bit of a pine taste to it too. It's strange. As soon as you drink it, you're like, this is weird. And then you drink it more and you're like, this is still really weird. But for some reason, it's delicious, but really weird. You're not really sure what to make of it, as it's so many flavors, but you keep drinking it. Strange.
I'm doing my best to write this. Like I got the flavor in my mouth.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to recreate this flavor.
Okay, fair enough. We can make a check for that later if you'd like. So going back to inside the library, what are you guys doing?
So the slow whatever has ended. I'm just gonna walk back out.
Okay.
Litters, thank you for your help. That was
Thank you.
As you guys
fun,
reach
I
the
guess.
door, you guys just hear, "Oh, pussies!"
Yeah, fuck you.
And Lidris is just like, "So you're just gonna leave a magical card just sitting there? You're not gonna take it with you?"
Oh, we can pick those up. We can reuse them.
Yes.
Oh,
They're illusions. They won't hurt you. What do you think that they're gonna stab you if you get close to it? And then as you start walking over to grab it, the guy's like, "Don't fucking touch it, or I'll cut you."
It's like, shut up, Jerry. And I'm gonna pick it up.
As you go to pick it up, he goes to stab you, and stabs right through your arm.
What I thought.
It literally goes right through your arm. It doesn't touch you at all. He's just like, "What the hell?" He starts like trying to cut your head off, like he's swinging like a motherfucker. The other 3 guys are also doing it. You pick up the card, and they all 3 disappear as you tuck it back into the deck.
Do you know, are these like limited use, or are they as many times as we want?
She just goes, no, it's use it as. I mean, the illusion lasts until the card is moved or the illusion is dispelled. If the illusion ends, the image on the card disappears and can never be used again. But probably shouldn't be just, laying them out wherever. Could be
But
scary.
if we did leave it here, it'd be really funny.
I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna take the deck of cards out, and I'm gonna flip them over so they're like face up, and I'm gonna fan them out. Are there any that look hilarious to use at a party?
Yeah, several of them kind of, several of them, yeah. Hold on, let me see if you can actually. Oh, okay. As you take the cards and you spread them out, they all look blank.
Oh.
Lidris notices you and just goes, "Oh, right, the magic only works if you draw the cards at random."
Oh, okay, that's good to know. And I can always just
Yeah.
put them back in?
Yeah. Once they're used, they can no longer ever be used again, but...
Wait, you just told me to pick up that card.
Well, yeah, just so you're not just leaving your evidence of you being here laying around.
Oh.
You're not very good at this whole stealing or whatever you're planning on doing tonight, are you?
Oh, we're just here to drink.
Yeah, we're just here to drink. We returned the dumb lord's stupid ring that he got drunk and lost. Right. Zone of truth.
Yeah, we're supposed to keep that on the down low, I think.
Well, I'll make sure everybody knows by tomorrow morning.
Perfect, but you didn't hear it from us.
Right. Let's get back to the party.
Yeah, sounds good.
You guys all walk out. You see your party standing over at the bar, which is probably about 100 feet over to your left. And by this point,
with 2 drinks.
a lot of people have started gathering
I
around
get
this.
a drink. Just holding them at this point.
You see the large tables have all been put together, and tablecloths are being set. Candelabras are being put down there. And there's people starting to set out like silverware and stuff. No plates, no bowls, or cups or anything like that. And people are starting to make their way to the tables. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna walk over to Joe and be like, "Those look delicious."
Oh, you should get one. I'm gonna hold up. I don't know how much this one was. You said it was fire water. It was on fire. Crazy. But this one was 150 gold pieces, but it was free. You should get one.
I will take 2 of those, please.
The one-eyed elven bartender looks at you and goes, "Ah, man with delicious taste, I see. Okay." And he pulls out, starts pouring 2 for you and goes,
These
There
fancy
you are.
Long Island iced teas.
Not really. It's more of like a strange micro brew of like some, like hipster cousin that just likes fruity things.
Zach's our hipster cousin.
Pretty much. Twice removed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
I
technically
will-
related to him, okay? God.
So,
Sip.
hey guys, while we've got everyone here, they're gonna play games later, and we talked to the kid, and he says that we all get a vote on what game we're gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And he said he wanted to play Truth or Dare, and we're all like, what? And he's like, yeah, because then I can get secrets out of everyone. And then we're all like, oh shit,
Yeah, but he can also get secrets out of us.
not out of me.
Secrets do I care?
Yeah, I mean,
I
I can lie
know.
all I want.
What's he gonna get out of us?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I mean, where to start?
Oh,
I mean,
but
it's not like we're super important. Yet.
Speak for yourself.
I would tell you guys. I mean, if you want to duck out, I was just thinking we could help him extort all these millionaires, and we could just offer our services as mercenaries.
All right, I will. I'll just stand there. I'll loiter. I'll look classy, and I'll look down and realize I'm in my like full weapons again, and
Oh
just
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
and then I'm back into fancy clothes.
Okay.
It was almost embarrassing.
I mean, we could also alternative pitch if you guys just want to have fun tonight. Hunt somebody through the woods, huh?
Truth and Dare does sound good. I'm
Both of those sound pretty good.
this is less hunting, more truth and.
Oh, also, check out this box. That could
Oh.
open it.
Oh
Shit.
yeah. And I found this inside, and I'm gonna hold it up, and it's like a pouch with cards.
Yeah.
Ooh, cards can be dangerous.
Oh
I
no,
don't waste
these
one to draw it yet, but yeah,
Yeah.
they make like not real people, but kind of real.
illusions.
Deck of illusions.
They're called illusions.
Yeah, those things.
Also,
Wait,
this is
how do
Lidris.
you use it?
Can I throw one right now? Can I,
Should I-
No.
I start
Yeah.
to.
I put
They're
it back in my
single use,
pocket,
so
just like,
we only have so many.
Lidris hops up onto a bar stool and says, "Can I have one of them fancy things?" and waits for her drink. You guys can
That's for 2.
Right, 2.
I'll also
like,
hop up on
3.
the bar stool.
3. The guy's like,
Three?
"Oh, okay."
How are you gonna hold 3?
Well, they've got handles, so I'll put my hand through 2 of them, and then I'll carry the
Oh.
other one.
That is
You're really
genius.
smart.
She's amazing.
A Recedo router.
I'll go to the barman and go, "Hey, I'll have 2 of whatever that is."
He just looks
I'll
up.
point at that.
Right, yeah. Man, Chuck's gonna be paying out the ears for this, eh? Well, I guess more
Hell
of
yeah.
his mother would, right? Fucking rich kids.
Oh damn it! We're not screwing up. Oh shit!
He just
Oh.
puts it up there. I mean,
Grab 'em.
technically, she's gonna get the bill and be like, "What the fuck? How did you spend this much money in one night?" Kind of thing.
How did you spend 1,500 gold on 7 drinks?
Well, his parties are very lavish, and you can tell just by the clientele here, like everybody that's here, you can tell there's a lot of people and money in this room. And the drinks, like you look around now that you guys have a couple, and a lot of people are drinking the very same drink. And since you guys didn't have to pay, you assume nobody else had to pay. And just doing a quick count, I mean, there's pretty close to 100 patrons here, and then there's obviously the waiting staff and then guards outside. There's a couple of guards interspersed inside. At 150 a pop, probably 40 people in here have that very same drink. You got to imagine if they're going back for 4 or 5 in a night, kind of should give you the idea of how much money this person has if they're willing to throw that much away on alcohol.
Hey, Jackerson.
Yeah.
How much room we got in that bag of holding?
Well, we put out some sheep, so I got a lot of room.
You want to just like keep on going?
Wait,
The
do you have
one-eyed
another
elven guy says, "You have a bag of holding."
Maybe. Who's
It's
asking?
actually a holding bag.
Open it up and put the end facing me. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Okay, okay, I did it.
Grabs
I
a keg, slides it in.
it. Okay.
Fucking rich kids, dude.
Oh man, I
You're
like
awesome.
you.
Fucking rich kids.
Oh my god, that's next to the body that's in there and the butter bag.
Oh,
Butter
it's
barrel.
perfect.
Perfect.
Wait. So, Barkeep, do you
Yeah.
do you know who do you guys buy all the the stuff that you guys sell or give out? I guess.
Well, we buy it all from traders that come in, and some of it
wait,
gets brewed in the city.
Have you heard of maybe this this thing called the Magic Bean Water Awakening?
I've heard of it. Yeah, it was developed just north of the city here,
Yeah,
by some Drezzy mercenary guy.
Wow, yeah, crazy. That's us actually. But so anyway,
Oh,
I was thinking, what if we had a mix that had alcohol in it too, and then it gets their step moving, they get their buzz on, they're having a good time all night.
well, Chuck has already asked for 20,000 pounds of the beans, but it hasn't arrived yet. So,
perfect.
if you have any on you, I could maybe make some and then put some of these alcohols in it.
And kind of kickstart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have any on you?
We
Yeah.
do, but don't forget the
Oh.
brand that you're after is called Thunderbucks. Specifically,
Thunderbucks, got
it is the best iteration of it so far.
I
Well,
I just
I have
get
this slate
you know.
behind me. I could just write with some chalk and, Thunderbucks right there. And then when people come over, they'll be
you
like,
know what?
what's
I
a
can- I
Thunderbucks?
can-
And then they'll get their taste.
What if our our cook, and I motion to Jackson, just hops back there real quick. with some-
No, I can make this stuff good. I even got some pumpkin spice.
Sure.
Pumpkin
Yeah.
spice vodka.
Make sure you make it nice and
coffee.
alcoholic too.
Let's make this happen. Come on back
All right.
here.
Okay, hold on a second. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna make the sign too.
He takes his hand and like wipes it across like 7 items off of the menu, just wiping it off, and holds up the chalk to you.
All right.
7
gonna
drinks are
do-
no longer available.
I gotta use my tools one way. I'm using my painter supply on the chalk. Yes.
You're gonna paint onto the chalkboard or the slate.
Hell yeah.
It'll be there
All right.
for
All right, it's gonna be there forever. That's fine.
Oh, I did really bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have proficiency. That's 10, Jay.
Yeah. Got it.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so while you're doing that, we're gonna go to break because I've had to pee for like half an hour now. So, also Taylor wants to go grab his food. So, stream. We'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes or so. Get up, stretch legs. Get some food, get a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you got to do. We'll see you shortly. See what kind of shit this party gets into. See you shortly. Okay. Basically, thanks for that. For letting me know that the stream was muted. Yeah. Basically, Taylor's going to be gone for a minute because, bio. And salads have started to arrive to the table, and the serving staff is asking the party if they want dressing. Anyway. Continue, sorry.
Let's go talk to the kid. See if we can't extort him for some... Well, we'll figure out the thing with the truth game.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting down at this one table, and you're going to get up and go to the head of the table and start talking to him?
I'm sure there'll be like a transition period where we can go talk to him before the games start. Probably fine.
Okay. After the salads are all done, there's a little bit of time for mingling. You guys kind of chat amongst your party. If you'd like to, you can. Otherwise, we can skip past it.
No, I think we're just, time skipping towards the games.
Okay. Then we will time skip towards the games. The next several waves of food. The next one is soups. There's 3 different choices. You guys have your choices between a tomato soup, a mushroom soup, and a more of a stew. You take what you like, and if you don't want anything, then you usher them away. The next wave is breads and cheeses. Much smaller portions, and the whole meal takes about 2.5 hours as they are deliberately spacing things out, allowing you time to, conversate with the people around you, and you're kind of getting the sense that this is a much more, for some people, this is like their only social gathering for like the month, and they're, catching up on their gossip and all that stuff with other people, and, for others, this might be just a time to meet new people. You get the sense that there's quite a few people here that are very familiar with each other and just kind of fall back into their own rhythms. Eventually, you do get another wave of foods, and it is a meat portion. All white meats to choose from. The next one after that is all red meats to choose from. The next one after that is like a pasta and potatoes and all that stuff to choose from. Eventually, the meals do finally wind down, and the dessert portion comes, where you have the options of bread pudding, pie, or cake. You eat whatever you'd like. All of the food here, very, very, very good. They've definitely got some good chefs on staff, and even Jackerson is impressed as the meal comes to a close finally. And, people start getting up from the meal, and, probably about half of the people leave very quickly after the meal. Not like immediately, like meal's over and immediately half the people leave, but, you see some people start lingering and slowly making their way towards the front door where they, hand the paper over and get their belongings, and they finally make their way leaving.
This seems like the ideal time to go talk to the guy.
Sure. Cool. So as people are starting to mingle about, the tables all get separated, and the band starts picking up into a dancing tune. Some people start pairing off to go dancing in the middle of the ballroom. And you see Chuck over sitting by the little table of small assorted like nibbling food that he was sitting at before, and currently he appears to be talking to a dwarf, but as you guys approach, he kind of like waves him away, and he kind of gets up in a huff and walks away, and you guys approach, and he goes, did you enjoy the meal?
Oh yeah, that was some good shit.
Excellent. I'm glad that House Marivaldi could show you the hospitality of nobles.
Yeah. So, Deck, floor is yours.
Scratch.
Oh,
Scratch.
yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Deck's not here, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Scratch.
So you mentioned the using the truth game to extort a whole bunch of millionaires, and that idea sounded amazing to us. So I was wondering if you needed the help of 5 well-armed, scrupulous mercenaries in order to enact any of this truth plan and any of these extorted plans of yours.
Right. Make a persuasion check. Okay. He's like nodding along with you as you're talking. Goes, right. Well, I wasn't planning on acting so soon. I like to use truth or dare as a way to make somebody do something embarrassing for the dare, and if it's a truth, pry for a little bit of information that maybe they don't want the rest of the city to know, and then use that, if possible, to get some money. I don't like the idea of Mother paying for all of these parties I host every month, and it can get expensive. Just dinner alone is 1,000 gold a plate. So, it's a lot. So, I have to recoup somehow.
Paid us dinner cost to get your ring back?
It's a trifle. The money, I mean. The heirloom is very, well, priceless for me, worthless for most others.
Kind of makes sense.
But we did have an agreement, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's our fault. We got duped.
I'm gonna level with you, kid. I'm looking to leave this party with as much money as possible.
Well, pick your game appropriately then. And maybe you can make your way out of here with more money than you can carry. There are some certain rules to the games. Nothing that would cause death to any of the members playing.
Damn it.
Financial ruin is on the table. Maiming is on the table. Killing of people that are not playing is on the table. However, this is a group of very wealthy people. You can't say, I dare you to hang yourself from the chandelier until you die. That's no fun. This is fun, after all. So, be creative. That's if we even get to play Truth or Dare. I'm just one person. Hopefully others want to play it as well, but it all depends on what goes in the hat and what gets pulled.
Well, you said that you're here to make money, right? For the party, to pay it off. What would you say is the easiest way for both of us to, get lots of ching?
Well, I intend to play the long game. If you are okay with that, I could have you on retainer, as it were. Any information that I do decide to use, you could be my muscle, and I'll even split it with you 50-50.
Ooh, I
Resounding
like that.
yes. You guys good with that?
Sounds wonderful.
That means if I extort somebody for 1,000,000 gold, you get 500,000.
There might be times where we're off doing something, and they're gonna be able to contact us.
As I said, I'll play the long game. I will only make a move if you're in town, and conveniently able to act on it.
Okay, sounds good.
I like this plan.
Yeah,
All
sounds
right.
like we got a job, when we come back. Maybe.
So it sounds like you want to play Truth or Dare then.
That's what I want to play.
As a token of our cooperation, I think each one of us will pick Truth or Dare as our game to help sway the games in that direction. Is that fair?
That sounds fun.
Yep, I'm down for that. And then, perhaps maybe we could save like an hour for, hunt some guys in the forest. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that. I like that.
Good
like
night,
sheep.
Cat.
That sounds like something we can make happen.
Yeah, just let a couple criminals loose. Chase 'em.
Oh, criminals. Yeah, absolutely. We could find some.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, sure.
Why were you so chipper to... in your eyes, who was a criminal?
I would just never used criminals before.
Oh.
And, you got a kind of big city. You don't want your prisons or jails to, get overpopulated.
Right. Honestly, I never thought of using criminals before. We just used people that were down on their luck and broke.
They're probably criminals anyway. Let's be real.
Maybe.
Okay. Well,
I've never asked, to be honest with you.
All right. Moving on. Truth or dare sounds great. All right.
Right. It's probably during this conversation, you're all probably starting to feel like, oh man. Like anybody with a conscience is just like, oh geez. Definitely Dex probably going like, what the fuck are we in?
But Squid Game, apparently.
I mean, part of this, you guys were never actually supposed to go here, but part of this kind of side, not even a quest, but this event, part of it, I wrote while I was watching Squid Game. So there is some inspiration from that, yes. The others are from... The other part is from a horror movie that I absolutely love that nobody's ever seen because it's kind of obscure. It'll become apparent later. So, if you've seen it, I mean. Anyway, over the next hour or so, a slow trickle of people start to leave. Before eventually Chuck does kind of stand up onto the dais where the band is playing, and he kind of claps twice, and the band kind of slowly, or very quickly brings the song that they're currently playing to a halt. And he speaks up in front of everybody and says, well, thank you, friends and fellow people of the town of Zizith. House Marivaldi always welcomes you to our events as they are. I hope you had a lot of fun. Please, when you leave, do not be afraid to take a gift basket on the way out. They are very specially curated from all of the wondrous cheeses from across the world, and fruits and vegetables and stuff, and there's some delicacies in there as well. And feel free to come back next month as well. It has been my honor to host you, and I hope you all had a wonderful time. And you notice pretty much everybody except for 7 people and you guys are all clapping. So there's like 7 people, you guys, and Chuck that are not clapping. Everybody else is like, oh, it's wonderful, yeah, and they slowly start making their way out, thinning the crowd from what used to be like 100 people down to Chuck, 7 other people, and yourself. There is a Ruma Chursk, the magistrate. Lidris is still here. The drunk man named Harl is still here. There is a tiefling man in his middle years. The elderly turtle, half-elven female that looks to be about 70 years old, and an elven male over... he looks about to be in his middle years as well, for an elf, which still makes him look kind of young, but, he looks like he's getting up there. As they all kind of keep an eye on as the last couple of people leave, and then some guards kind of follow them out, and it's just them left with you guys alone. And Chuck says, well, shall we take this to the game room? Now that the rabble have all left, it's just the VIPs.
Yep, no more rabble here.
Well, before everyone should maybe grab a Thunderbucks, really perk you up.
Chuck just kind of looks at you confused. He's like, we don't have any Thunderbucks here.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we hooked you up a little bit.
He looks over towards the bar where he's like, oh, some of those were my favorite. All right, I'll try it. Whatever. Walks over, and the elderly bartender pours him a Thunderbucks, and everybody else Thunderbucks, and they leave it on the counter. Everybody's quite excited. They've never had it. They've heard about it, but they've never had it, and they all kind of walk over and grab some, and it's delicious, and you guys have some as well. It's basically coffee with big Baileys or something in it, you know. Nice
This is
nightcap.
This is the pumpkin spice variety, I believe, right, Jackerson? Oh,
Apparently he died.
Peace, Jackerson.
We hardly knew ye.
Yes, it was the pumpkin spice variety.
Yeah.
perfect. Enjoy.
Yeah, so everybody kind of gets their drink and they enjoy it, and everybody kind of follows Chuck as he leads you to what he calls the game room. He leads you down the very same hallway that you guys had kind of entered before, and goes to the very far end, but right before the steps that would arc up into either side of the upstairs, he takes the last door on the left and opens it up, and you see a very large circular room. Looks like it's mostly made predominantly out of stone. There is some wood accents here or there. The pillars are made out of stone as well, and they have a large circular table in the middle of the room that's sunken down about a foot, so there's a couple of steps that go down to it, and then there's the table in the middle of the room, and they've got these very large chairs with high backs on them set out around, and there is a total of 13 chairs. As Chuck makes his way over to one of the chairs that has a C on it, and he sits down in it and says, welcome, please take a seat. As all the VIPs start to make their way over and find a seat. Do you guys sit?
Is there a seat with a D on it?
Your guys' seats have no writing on them whatsoever, but as you do look around, you see everybody else has seats, and they all have an embroidered letter on them.
Are any of them a D?
No. There's an R, an L, an H, an A, a G, an E, and another E.
Well, I'd go sit down in one that doesn't have a letter.
Okay. The rest of you?
Same.
Yep.
I'll go sit down on one too.
Are they wooden chairs?
They are wooden chairs, but well cushioned.
I'm gonna run my thumbnail across where where their symbols are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my thumbnail and just scratch into the top.
Okay.
And this will be my chair.
Okay. Chuck just like, that's very expensive. It's fine.
That's an option?
It's fine.
I'll be back.
No, please don't. It's expensive. I can have them made for the next time. Please
It's
don't.
just I think it'd just be very funny because, like, I reach to my hip where there's no dagger, and then all of a sudden I'm just holding a dagger.
Yeah. He just goes, please stop. Please stop.
Well, nah.
I'll have Gilfin adjust them for next time. And you see the large turtle, like, sitting to you guys' right, just kind of looks over and goes, it's fine, I can do it.
Thanks, Gilfin. Good seeing you again.
You're welcome. As you look around, as I mentioned before, you do see the magistrate, Gnomish. You see Lidris is sitting there. You see the drunken human, Harl, is sitting there. His has a big H right behind his head. The tiefling man in his middle years, who you've not met, kind of leans forward and goes, we should do some introductions. I am Alwyn Tremont. I own several stores here in Zizith. And then he kind of points towards next to him where you see Gilfin, the turtle, says, they've met me. I'm Gilfin Lampesis. I am a carpenter. Kind of nods at the next person. You see a half-elf female in her 70s. Says, I am Iris N. Ribon. I am a former mercenary.
Which company?
Dressy. And she kind of looks over, and you see the elven male says, I am Elric Yelle. I am one of the lead instructors over at the Arcanum. I will be making sure the integrity of the games are held. Next up is one of you guys.
I'm Deck. I am currently a mercenary. Happy to be here. Very excited.
Eris leans forward. Which company?
And I just kind of like flash my ring.
I've killed some Normas. It was fun.
Not this Norma. And
No.
hopefully you didn't make it a Norma occurrence.
Oh, clever.
Thank you.
We're gonna have fun tonight.
I think so. Is this some like we've never done these sort of things where I'm from. Is this like a normal occurrence or is this like
Once a month, at the end
Once a
of
month?
these events, we play some games.
Hmm.
Who's the lizard? Wait, no,
a-
that's a Yanti.
Wanty. I'm Scratch. I am a warlock of Kalepna.
You see, noticeably, everybody at the table except for the turtle, like, just kind of leans back slightly. And the turtle kind of leans forward and cocks his head at you and just gives you a slight nod.
if it makes you feel any better, to balance them out, I am a cleric of Aloran.
Everybody else just kind of, like, slowly kind of relaxes at their ease.
Also
Yeah.
technically a warlock of Aloran as well.
Yeah, but you don't have a cool mask like he does.
I'm gonna stare at you, my eyes are just gonna glow. Yeah. They're gonna fade.
Okay, well that was alright. My name's Jumbo Joe.
Ah, because you're Jumbo.
Yeah, nailed it. Good
And
job.
his name is Joe.
Yep.
All right.
Used to be a City's Watch. Now I'm a merc. You know. Now I'm sitting here.
The the drunken man at the table just goes, you know, I used to be a city guard too. And then I was gonna be a merc. And I went to go sign the paperwork. And I was like, whoop, no pen. Can't do anything without a quill. So instead, I came here. And I killed lots of people. I even ate a guy's face.
Yeah, Magistrate, you really gotta do something about this guy tomorrow.
She just kind of leans there and is like,
Let you off the hook tonight, right?
okay,
You know,
I feel like at this point I probably have to ask Harl, please enlighten us as to how you ate a man's face. And Harl just goes, well, I took a fork and I was like, whoop, ow. And that's how you do it. She's just like, oh,
they
you know
dead?
what? I'm going to save it for the games.
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
well,
Lidris then looks up and goes, all right, what about the big one and the little one? What about you guys?
Jack, I'm the best cook there is. I made that Thunderbucks that you guys are drinking right now too.
They all nod appreciatively, and Chuck's just like, well, I don't know about the best. I kind of have the best working for me. I haven't tasted yours, respectfully, but I'm pretty sure I would have heard of you if it was the best. I'm just saying.
Oh,
It's
just
funny.
you
I didn't
what?
know Jackerson was working for you.
No,
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't know
I
I was
see.
working for you either.
I see. Yeah. No. Tell you what, if your cooking is as good as you say it is, maybe we'll have a cook-off with my current chef. And if it goes your way, maybe we'll be chasing him through the woods.
Oh no, I think it should only be criminals.
Yeah, how about if he loses, he becomes like Jackerson's like I don't know apprentice chef.
It's stew chef.
Yeah,
A sous chef. Okay, interesting.
and you just kind of lose rights to them.
Right.
An indentured servant, I think, is what they're called.
Rurma is just like, I didn't hear that.
Where I come from, they're called interns.
Oh, right.
The tiefling kind of leans forward and goes, I'm curious to know why there's a goblin at the table.
Hey, I walked here. Hey, everyone. I'm Yogurt, Knight of the Sewer Kingdom. Yeah, sewer.
Wow, I have so many questions.
And I have answers after the game.
What is the... Okay. Fair. Well, I guess we should start. And you see the elven man pulls out a piece of parchment and says, I'm so sorry, I forgot my dagger. Could anybody lend me one?
I hand him a spork.
He just looks at it and goes, could anybody lend me a dagger?
I'm gonna pull out my dagger that appears from nowhere again.
Yep.
And hand it to him.
He'd be sitting like across the table, so he's just
Slide it
toss
across
it.
the table.
Ah, that works too. Just picks it up and just cuts the parchment into strips. And he says, well, takes off a hat, kind of sets it down on the table and writes on one of the pieces of paper and drops it in, and then pushes the hat and the scraps and the quill to the next person. This happens until it gets to each one of you. You can write down the name of the game that you would like to play and put it in the hat. What names of the games do you guys want to play?
Truth or dare.
Truth or dare.
Truth or dare.
Okay. Jackerson?
The Snake Man to actually learn how to write truth or dare.
Wait, so what game are you... Also
Truth or Dare.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's just spelled terribly.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Can somebody please roll me? Actually, it wouldn't be somebody. Eventually, everything's in a pile and in the hat, and Chuck reaches in and takes a hand and mixes it around a bunch. Who would like to do the honors of picking the game? He's just
I'll do
stirring
it.
it in the hat. Excellent. He kind of steps up and walks over to you and holds the hat like well above your head so that you can only reach in and grab one piece of paper at random. Could you roll a D13 for me? Okay. To nobody's surprise, you pull out a piece of paper that has very poorly and definitely misspelled writing. It says truth or dare.
Well, looks like we're playing Troth or Door.
Don't worry, that one's mine. It's truth or dare.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh. Damn, I was really interested in learning on what trough or door was. Kind of takes the hat and kind of puts it behind his chair and sits down and goes, very well. You picked the game, so the next person to go would be the one to your right. At this point, I should probably actually show you how you're sitting, so hold on.
Be right back.
Yep.
Some intense music.
Right? I can change it in a second. Monday PC scratch. Oh, I should have left it because you're not wearing your mask. Whatever, it's fine. Fuck it, I don't care.
I can put it back on for the games.
It's fine.
I feel like you should.
So
That's a power move right there.
I feel like I'm gambling with people's lives and millionaires in a room in a secret underground club. That this is the time to wear my scary mask.
I mean, yeah.
I concur completely.
I mean, I did spend 20 minutes in paint trying to get that mask to work.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Somebody give me a medium sized fiend real quick. There's no token for tiefling. Like, what the hell? Succubus. Succubus will work. Jesus, that was hard. Holy shit. Let's see. And then human. We can just use a veteran for that. And then there's that one. And then we've got a halfling. Oh, fuck. Halfling. So, how about gnome? Sure.
Okay.
Some Smurf Nevlin. So that is Rurma, and the Squidling can be Lidris. So we've got Rurma, who's the Smurf Nevlin. We've got Chuck. We've got Lidris, Tortle, Harl, Tiefling. We got the half-elf and the elf, and then U5. Okay, cool. So that's how you're kind of sitting arrayed out at the table. So since Deck was the one that picked the game, they go counterclockwise. So first up is Joe. Chuck says, "So, Jumbo, truth or dare?"
Dare.
Very well. I dare you to strip off all your clothes, run outside, and ask the guard for a copper piece.
Can I ask him for more?
Sure.
Nice. Can I just get up and start doing it?
All right, so you just strip right there. Everybody kind of laughs a little bit, and then you are gone for a couple of minutes. You run outside, and there was like the 10 guards that were sitting around the building kind of doing like the watch position. Now there's only like 3. And as you run out completely naked, the one that was kind of a dick to you guys a little bit as you guys first approached looks back at you and goes, "Wow, great improvement. Was it hilarious? Everybody was so awesomely dressed, right?"
2 copper pieces or I'm going to punch you in the face.
Make an intimidation check. He just kind of looks at you and goes, "No, you won't."
Now you have to.
Wait. No, you can't lie. Huh.
You want to try that again?
I just don't want to have to get up. It'd be more of an inconvenience without the leg. So I will give you 2 copper pieces.
Hell yeah.
Here. And he gives you 2 copper pieces.
I'll bring a $30 on the way out for you.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I've heard so much of this place. I haven't had
I
one
don't
yet.
say anything. I just keep running away. Or run back in.
You run back in completely butt naked, walk back into the room. You run back in the room, and everybody at the table, minus your party, maybe your party, is just kind of laughing as you walk back in. You brandish the copper pieces,
2.
and everybody is suitably impressed, and they all clap. And well done, well done, excellent. Well, that's how the game is done. Jackerson, big man, you're up next. Truth or dare?
Wait, am I up next, or is it going the other way? Because
It's
I
going,
got
it's going counterclockwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it, dare.
You know what? Let's mix things up. Let's have someone else do the dare. As in, propose the dare. I don't want to have to give you all of them. Let's make it random. And he takes that dagger that was at the on the table still, hasn't given it back, obviously, and just spins it. And while it's spinning, goes, the point dictates who says the dare. Somebody roll a D13. Anybody. Jackerson. Alright, a 12. Starting from him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Rurma kind of sits up in her seat and goes, as the dagger point stops at her, and she goes, "Huh. I dare you to admit you're not the best chef."
Wait, how does that work, Jay? My character believes I'm the best chef.
I guess you can't do it.
I can't do it. I actually can't do it.
Wow. He actually believes he's the best. Interesting. They all kind of sit back, kind of musing a little bit, and Chuck's like, "What? Aw, come on." Scratch, you're up.
You know what? Give me a dare.
Spin the blade. Go ahead and roll a D13. 4 would be this guy. I'm doing it clockwise for the dagger, just so I keep it straight in my head. That one is Elric. Elric kind of leans forward and goes, "I dare you to donate 100 gold pieces to the Arcanum."
Fucking. Just wait till it's your turn.
Yeah, that seems like a shitty dare. What the fuck?
Right?
I mean, technically, we are donating a small child.
Well, do you want to play or no?
Yes.
He just holds out his hand.
Guys, I don't have 100 gold on me. I'd have to use the party bank.
You have 1,000 gold on you. Actually, technically you have 100 platinum, but whatever. That was what the small sack that he gave you for the ring?
I guess
And we'll say, just give it to him.
I hand him 10 plat.
He looks at it and goes, "Well, it's not 100 gold, but it'll do." He just kind of stashes it in his pocket. The goblin is next, I believe.
Oh, dare, definitely.
We'll spin the blade.
Spin.
13. That's back to Chuck. Chuck
All right.
goes,
Hit me, Chuck.
"Huh. I dare you to go out into the hallway, climb to the second story, and jump off head first."
Easy. I will run towards the hallway and start stripping off all my gear.
They're all like, everybody kind of gets up and like makes their way to the door to watch to see if you're going to actually do it. And as they start crowding into the hallway, your like armor and stuff is on the ground. He's just like, "I didn't make that part of the dare. That's interesting."
It's just normal for him, though. I'm gonna like pick up his stuff,
I'm
Okay.
gonna start
bring
piling.
it back to his chariot.
I'm gonna pile it with all my stuff. No, we'll all be naked by the end of this. Don't worry. I just sit down, still naked.
If the night goes well, and I'm just gonna snap my fingers, and all of a sudden I'm naked.
Well,
Hell
it's a illusion of you being naked.
Yeah.
It kind of ripples a little bit here or there as a cloth kind of pokes out of the illusion and then goes back in. Yogurt, you make your way to the second floor. Or do you jump off?
I jump as high as I can into the air and then go down.
Like
Fucking
swan
Yogurt,
dive it.
man.
All right. You can go ahead and roll your own fall damage. It's a 20-foot drop.
Is it 1d6 per?
1d6 per 10 feet. Yep. So
Maximum fall damage.
you take maximum fall damage, 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you come crashing to the ground.
Yeah. Never felt better.
Everybody looks suitably impressed. Well done.
He's a sturdy one.
And
They
as
all-
I'm walking back, I'm laying on hands on myself to heal all my wounds.
Okay. You're just like bleeding from certain places, and you just like touch yourself, and it all heals back up, and you know
Your
you're
neck
feeling
was
good.
like this, and now it's fixed.
You hear a crack as his neck straightens out again. Everybody makes their way back to the table, and Elric goes, "Well, I guess it's my turn. Truth." And he spins the blade. And he rolled a 4 and goes, "Interesting. Well, I can't ask myself, so I will spin again." He rolls a 5. Yogurt. You get to ask him a question.
Ooh, a question.
He looks at you. Make it good.
What is the most forbidden secret you know of the Arcanum?
Great question, Yogurt.
Shit.
The Zone of Truth is not infallible. In fact, you can get around it quite easily.
Ooh, spicy.
But how could you tell if I was telling you the truth? If I was telling you the truth, I could have been lying.
But if you're lying, then that confirms your truth of the lie.
Right?
Yeah. See?
He looks over at Eris and goes, "Your turn." She's just like confused by what just happened. She's like, "What? But if you... Whatever. Truth." And she spins it. Okay. It lands on Chuck. I'll set that to public rules for you guys. It was a 13. It lands on Chuck, and he just goes, "Excellent. Why did you stop being a mercenary?"
Ooh.
She kind of leans back and goes, "I had a disagreement with their current leader, Rot. He's kind of an asshole. And I might have stabbed him. Or care. I'm not sure. In any case, it's 2 goblins in a cloak. And I stabbed one of them. I'm not sure which one I hit. Over a dispute of pay. I felt I wasn't getting good enough rates, and I was kicked out."
Sorry, did you say the leader of the dressy mercenary company is 2 goblins in a coat?
That is correct. They call themselves Carrot. One of them is Car, the other one is Rot.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
That one's for free. Not many people actually know that. Anyways, she kind of looks over at Gilfin. Gilfin goes, "Ha! Dare!" 8. Joe.
Kind of open. Dare to get on the table and break dance on your shell.
Okay. Just climbs up onto the table and let's roll performance. We'll see how he does.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna lean over to John and be like, "Oh, we should have dared him to give him the cart for free."
So
Shit.
he like starts dancing a little bit, moving a little bit, pop and lock. It's not great. It's really bad. It's like white guy dancing at a school like dance kind of thing. It's real bad. He's got no rhythm, and he starts to go to try break dancing, and just when he goes to drop, he lands square on his shell. You hear a splintering sound of the table.
Oh no.
His shell doesn't crack. The table cracks and splinters. You guys actually look down as you see it start to spiderweb. And then he's stuck because he can't move his arms or legs and he's on his back. And everybody at the table just starts laughing at him, and he, despite being green, starts to slowly turn red a little bit out of embarrassment.
I can go over and like help him rock him over.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and help him too. I'm sorry about that.
He climbs up. He's like, oh, that was embarrassing. I'm not a good dancer.
Yeah, it was funny though.
I'm glad I could amuse you. He sits down and looks over at Lidris. Lidris says, "Dare." And it is Eris. Eris says, "I dare you to stab your hand with a dagger." Lidris just goes, "What?" Someone was ready, and just takes the dagger and just stabs right through the center of her hand. And she just lets out a scream and is like, "Ah! Oh, I thought it wouldn't be as bad if I just did it, but..." Thunk! Pulls the dagger out and it clatters to the ground, or to the table there, and she goes, "Ah! Ah!" and lifts up her hand, and you can actually see the hole there, and she's just like, "Ah! Oh, man," and she like puts her hand over it and casts Cure Wounds, and it slowly like heals up a little bit, and holds her hand up, and you can actually see that there's like a scar there now, like right through the middle of her hand, and she goes, "Oh, I thought it wouldn't be so bad if I just got it over and done with quickly. That sucked. Oh, man. No, I've been stabbed many times. Never stabbed myself. It's worse when you stab yourself."
No,
Oh.
good to know.
Chuck just goes, truth. And grabs the dagger and spins it. Blood specks start flying off, probably hitting a couple of you guys. And the dagger points at himself and he goes, "I'm going to ask you, how much money does it cost to put on these extravagant parties every month?" And Lidris just grabs the dagger and sticks it into the wood next to him and goes, "You don't ask your own question." He goes, "Right, fine." Just spins it again. Lands on... That would be Rerma. Rerma just kind of looks at the dagger point going to her and kind of looks over at Chuck and goes, "While in the city, have you committed any crimes?" And Chuck just goes, "You know I have. Murder 3 times, theft 8 times, drunken disorderly conduct, I couldn't even tell you how many times.
Combat sounds great.
Do you want any details, or is that it?" And Rerma just goes, "That was a warm-up. I'll let you go for now." "Right, well, your turn then." And she spins the dagger, and before it comes to a stop and pointing at Elric, says, "Dare." It stops on Elric, and he says, "I dare you to donate 200 gold pieces to the Arcanum."
What an asshole.
This motherfucker.
She's just like, "Really?" Pulls out a coin purse and counts out 20 platinum and just slides it across the table. He just goes, "We thank you." And Liz just kind of looks over, kind of like, "Really, man?" And then it is Harl's turn. Harl spins it. It stops on Chuck, and he just goes, "Truth." And Chuck goes, "Why did you really retire from the arena?" And Harl just says, I don't think I can beat that other guy. And I was the champion. I was seeing what he was doing to the other guys. And he was just killing them. Whoop. Dead. I don't want to die. I made a lot of money, so I retired. That's no fun.
Very practical.
Yep. The tiefling grabs the dagger and holds it up in front of him. And he's going to cast a spell. Anybody doing anything?
Is it a spell that I recognize?
Do you recognize Mage Hand?
I do not.
Okay, then no. So he casts Mage Hand and pulls his hand away, and you just see the spectral hand holding the dagger, and it just kind of spins it on his finger, and then the thumb reaches up and stops it, pointing at Scratch. And he says, I want him to ask me a question. Truth.
Oh, truth questions. And sorry, who was the person that I was asking?
The tiefling.
Alwyn Tremont, according to my notes.
That is correct.
I wasn't prepared for this. I had a whole bunch of dares lined up. I didn't have any truths lined up.
You know that he's the owner of several shops in Zizith, and he's a tiefling, with black skin tiefling. I guess I should say onyx skinned. I don't want to be racially insensitive.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm drawing such a blank. This is crazy.
I believe in you.
Why am I not good at extorting people? I feel like this should be totally within my wheelhouse.
Well, that certainly counts as a question. I'm going to assume that it has something to do with your upbringing. You probably didn't have much experience doing it. I'm gonna guess sewers. Maybe some nest out in the woods, up in a tree.
I was definitely not asking you that question. I was talking to my party mates.
Oh, but you did speak a question.
So you're going to be like that?
That's how the game is played.
Okay, well, I thought of one, but we'll come back to me.
He takes the dagger and sets it down in front of Deck. And at this point, Chuck says, shall we go another round, or do we want to switch the game?
I haven't even gone yet.
Oh, I thought you were first. No, it was Joe that was first. Sorry. He'll say that after your turn then. Dagger sets out in front of you, and Alwyn says, you're up.
Dare, and I spin the dagger.
Okay, roll a d13. See who gets to dare you. Please be a party member. No. That is Harl. Harl says, I dare you to... I don't really have any good dares. I dare you to kiss the goblin. Like with
Walk
tongue.
over the goblin and just like, mwah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, give it to me, Dick.
Everybody at the table's like, oh. Like, guide yourself for a kiss.
Oh, I don't know what else. Yeah, well, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, you do. Yogurt. Damn, that was a good kiss.
Like,
yeah.
like, you know how you dip people? I dip
Yeah.
him, but he's only up to like here
Oh,
on
yeah.
me. So it's just like this.
So he like
Cradling
think. So like you're tipping him like half horizontal. He's fully horizontal. He might be thinking he's getting something. You don't know. Like, ooh.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him
Definitely
back
swoon.
down on his chair.
Just swoon.
Oh, Dad. I didn't know you felt that way about us.
It was a dare.
I understand. We'll talk about this later.
Chuck just looks confused and just goes, right, do we do another round or switch the game?
I think we have to at least do another round.
Yeah, one more round.
Yeah, well, one more at least.
Shall we take out some of the randomness? Maybe the person sitting across from you does the dare or the truth asking.
Oh, okay.
I like the randomness personally.
It would be like
The
this.
several of the guests are just like, no, I think random is fun. Random is definitely more fun. Chuck's like, fine, random. Very well. Joe, I believe you're up next.
Dare.
All right, spin the blade. D13.
And I kind of wish I could dare this dude. Had a good one.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Joe, that's yourself. You gotta go again, sorry. 2, that's the turtle. Okay. Gilfin just kind of purses his lips a little bit and... Right. Okay. I dare you to get in my shell and pretend to be a turtle. And he legit pulls himself out of the shell and sets it down on the ground. And as he gets out of it, he like covers up his junk a little bit and he just goes, and you have to break dance. And he steps away.
Alright, try to don the shell.
All right.
Mwah.
You climb into the turtle shell and then climb up onto the table. Make a performance check with disadvantage because you are not proficient with wearing a turtle shell.
Performance said, right?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
I said, okay.
Oh wow! And even with disadvantage, it's fantastic. So you start dancing. You know, Jumbo Joe. He was a guard in a city for a while. You know, he would see the kids dancing on the street. He'd join in. He was like one of those cool cops. You know what I mean? The ones you hear about that always like stop and play basketball with the youth of the neighborhood or whatever. He's kind of like that. And he's dancing up on the table, popping, locking, and, really just doing everything. And starts breakdancing, starts spinning on the shell a little bit at the same time, like making his own sound effects. It's impressive.
Still naked, by the way.
Still naked, but covered up by the shell. Because it's got the bit that comes here, too, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So your legs are poking out of it, and then your arms are poking out of it, and so is your head. And aside from that, it's just a shell.
Gotcha.
And yeah, he just starts spinning and eventually like comes to a stop, like with his arm up and his, laying on his arm. And he's just like, yeah.
Woo! Yeah!
Everybody claps.
Thank you. Yep. And I just kind of try to squeeze out of it real quick.
Gelvin just goes, that was amusing. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Climbs back into his shell and, goes and sits back down.
I just walk across the table naked and then go sit down.
All right. Jackerson, you're up.
Get him, buddy.
You know what? Jackerson don't got to say much. No, Jackerson's going to say truth.
Truth. Spin the blade.
Okay.
10. Oh, okay. So it's the tiefling. What is the worst dish you've ever made?
Alright, the worst dish I've ever made was I took Mimic and cooked it, and I poisoned everybody that I knew.
Why would you cook a That's another question? It's fine.
That
is disgusting.
Boiled it in acid as well.
Why would you boil it in acid?
Oh yeah, I did cook it in its own acid too. It was actually. Oh, wait, that's 2. Do I get one on you?
Disgusting. No, you didn't have to answer that. That was free.
Ah, it tasted really spicy.
That is absolutely disgusting.
I can
That
go.
is the worst dish.
Chuck just goes, see? I knew he wasn't the best. A good chef would have known that you can't cook mimic. At least not in its own acid. Just saying.
Pretty sure he was feeble-minded at that point in time. Was he not?
So many questions. I don't think he was.
No. Wait, why am I answering all these questions? Is it like a quiz Jackerson day today?
Right.
Pass the dagger.
Scratch, you're up.
There.
Spin the blade.
Actually, can I switch it to truth?
Sure, you haven't spun yet. Three. That is Eris. Eris just kind of leans forward and goes, outside of your mercenary duties, what's the worst crime you've committed?
I suppose that would depend on your own personal thresholds of comfort.
Let's use yours. Your subjective sense. What's the worst thing you've done while not a mercenary?
I don't have any empathy, so I'm not 100% sure. But from a legal standpoint, it would either be killing or eating someone.
Harl just kind of perks up. Oh shit, you ate somebody?
Yes, it was when I was a kid.
Oh. I didn't do it as a kid. I was an adult.
I was a kid.
Interesting. Who did you eat?
Other kids.
More than one? That's cool.
I lived underground. There was no other food. Well, there was rats and anything in the else
nobody
that tried to
likes
live in the sewer.
Nobody likes rats. I wouldn't blame you there.
I didn't always find them,
Right?
but I was hungry.
But kids are around, I guess. You could always eat one of them. Yeah. I wouldn't eat a kid. But, yeah. Whoop. Yogurt. You're up.
I feel like I gotta do truth, I guess.
Alright, spin the blade.
Well,
12. That is Rerma. She goes, What's your deepest fear?
ooh, my deepest fear. Well, it used to be losing my family, but that's already happened twice. So, I guess my deepest fear. Well, I guess it'd be losing my current family, especially due to my own failures. That would be bad. I wouldn't like that at all.
Right. Hold on tight to family, I suppose.
Gotta. I already lost them twice.
Right. When you say lose them,
Well, first time they were murdered. Second time they were really murdered. Kind of.
I didn't mean to. Yogurt.
Yeah, it's okay, you know. We pass our differences.
interesting development. So, your friend here killed your family.
Too
Yes.
many questions.
I helped.
Yeah.
This feels like too many questions, not enough rounds, you know?
Right. Fair.
Oh, yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Good save.
Fair enough.
I got you.
Elric goes, my turn, I guess. And he says, dare, and spins the blade. It lands on Eris. And Eris says, I dare you to donate 200 gold to Eris and Rabon. And
That's what I was gonna do.
Elric just goes, well, it's not gold, but here's 20 platinum. And just kind of slides the two purses over to her. She just goes, thank you. And then she spins the blade and says, dare. It lands on Chuck. And Chuck goes, I dare you to donate 200 gold to Chuck Marivaldi. And she just grabs the 2 purses and just slides them across the table. And hands the blade next to the turtle. Who spins it and says, dare. And it's Eris. And Eris says, well, since I was so robbed, I dare you to donate 2,000 gold pieces to Eris and Rabon. And he just goes, I see we're playing for higher stakes now. Gone is the fun. And he starts counting out 200 platinum. This takes a while, so in the meantime, the game continues. And Lidris says, right, well, it's not a party unless we're doing dares. And she can't dare herself. But it does end with Rurma. And Rurma goes, well, it wouldn't be a party, as you say, unless we raise the stakes a bit. I dare you to stand against the wall and allow us all to take a shot with a crossbow. And Lidris goes, you guys are assholes. And, gets up and walks over and stands next to the stone pillar looking at you all. And Chuck just goes, well, all right then. And reaches down, and now you finally see on the other side of the table there's this small trunk there, and he flips it open, and you can see various different weapons and tools and other stuff in there. And he pulls out a hand crossbow and sets it down, and then a bunch of bolts and just sets them down and goes, right, I'll go first. And he pulls the hand crossbow, puts the bolts up, and takes a shot at her. That is a 120. Whoops, I fat fingered that, sorry.
Takes 38 damage.
No, that was to hit. Okay, that hits. Dealing 5 points of damage. Hands the crossbow over to Rurma. She fires, that hits. Deals another 5 points of damage. Hands it over to Harl, who is going to fire. Misses. Shooting himself in the foot for 6. Next one is Alwyn. Misses. Next one's Deck. You're handed a hand crossbow with a bolt.
What is the bonus on that one?
It's just a regular hand crossbow. So it's just Dex.
Oh, okay, Dex.
D20 plus Dex, yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
You hit.
17. Can I purposely miss?
Yeah, if you're intentionally aiming to miss, then yes.
Like right here.
Okay, yeah, you miss it. It hits the stone pillar next to her. She's looking at you while it's happening too, by the way, and she's been hit with a couple of bolts, and each time she's just
I just wink.
And she's just staring it down. She literally went to the firing squad, and instead of looking away, which might have been easier, she's looking at you guys. Joe, the crossbow's on the table.
Who are we shooting? Which one?
Lidris, sorry.
Is she the tiefling?
She's the gnome cleric, the halfling cleric from the Arcanum.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna intentionally not try to hit her.
Okay. Yeah, you fire and miss.
Probably just shoot over there at that point.
Yeah. And it clatters harmlessly to the ground. Jackerson.
Jackerson doesn't know what they're doing. I'm just shooting it at her.
Okay. Go ahead and make a hand crossbow attack. If you're not proficient with it? Okay,
I am not proficient with it.
Okay, so D20 plus Dex modifier disadvantage,
I
I
still
think.
hit her.
Because you're not proficient?
No, not disadvantage.
Oh, just no proficiency.
No.
Yeah, gotcha. So an 18 hits, D6 plus Dex.
Ooh.
She takes another 8 points of damage. She's starting to not look so great. Scratch.
That's okay. I brought my own. I manifest a heavy crossbow.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I was gonna do the same thing, but I didn't.
Holy shit.
Shoot at someone. Fucking hell.
A fucking heavy bolt just thunk hits her straight in the chest, and she's like, Yogurt, you're up.
I'm gonna take the hand crossbow. I'm just gonna chuck the hand crossbow at her.
All right. Make it
It's improvised weapon, right?
improvised weapon. Yeah. Improvised weapon attack. Do it. Oh my
my
god.
God.
It crits. So, what is your improvised weapon damage? I guess we'll just do strength.
Yeah, I have a +4 to strength.
Okay, so it does 8 points of damage
Oh my god.
as the crossbow hits her, clatters to
Aim
the
right for her
ground.
forehead.
Yeah, and it hits her, and it was loaded when it was handed to you, so like it hits her and then fires off randomly. With a natural 20, I'd love to say it hits her also, but I won't. The tiefling casts Mage Hand and brings the crossbow bolt or crossbow back, and sets it in front of Elric, who is going to shoot. He misses. Eris will take it and shoot. It hits.
+12.
Oh yeah, she's a former merc. Dealing 9 points of piercing damage. Tortle takes it. That also hits. Whoops, not 12. That was supposed to be +1. So that was a 5 + 1, so 6.
Oogway?
What's that?
I said, is this Oogway? He's doing mad damage.
Yeah.
That was Tortle. Gilfin.
No, Oogway is Kung Fu Panda. He's the turtle Kung Fu master.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know that. And Chuck was not the first. The first was Rurma, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chuck then grabs it and will shoot. That hits. Dealing 6 points of damage. It impacts her chest and she gasps and then just kind of collapses, but she doesn't fall forward because the bolts are holding her to the pillar and just slumps.
I'm gonna walk over to her, pull the bolts out, and then cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
Because everyone's shot, right?
Yeah, everybody shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't make the bolts do more damage as he crawling out, because that would put her into failed death saves and she would literally die before you cure wounds. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, you do that. You pull out the bolts carefully and not causing any more damage, and you cast cure wounds, bringing her back.
I suppose you want me to
Go ahead and roll your heal, yeah.
all the way. Oh, sorry, wait. I'll use it as a pack one, actually. Sorry, which
Okay.
makes it level 2.
Okay. Sure. So she heals up 11 hit points. Okay, cool. And then she goes and sits back down at her seat. Next up is Chuck. He goes, well, I guess I will also do a dare. And spins the blade. It lands on Elric. Elric says, I dare you to donate 10,000 gold pieces to the Arcanum. And Chuck just goes, all right. And just slides the 200 so far, and then whistles, and you see one of the serving staff from earlier step into the room, and he says, would you please get 9,600 gold pieces from my study, and please hand it to Elric when you get the convenience. Thank you. And the staffer just kind of nods and takes a step out. Will that do? And Elric just goes, that'll do. Next up is Rurma. Rurma goes, well, it's a party. Let's do a dare. And Chuck just goes, well, I dare you to take 2 dares from our new friends. And Rerma just goes, that hardly seems fair. But if you're opening that door, 2 can play that way. Fine. Any one of you can give me a dare. I'll do 2.
I got a dare. I got a dare. Ready?
Go for it. What is it?
You buy us a store in this town.
That's only dare number 1.
Fine.
That was mine, guys. I was thinking about this the entire time. I'm done now.
That was impressive, Jackerson.
Thank you.
You got a big brain up in there.
No,
Who else?
I got a small brain.
Who
Big.
else has a dare?
If no one else does, I have a really stupid one.
I'll look at Yogurt. I'll look at Scratch first before when I hear that.
Yeah, Scratch, if you have something.
I didn't realize we were going to be able to twist this to our immediate monetary gain.
Moon.
I would like you, for you to buy us a piece of property directly across the street from the piece of property.
That is going to be expensive. Somebody's going to have to move.
Oh my god. This dude is so pissed. This dude is so pissed.
Fine.
Our lines are gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys.
Rerma just...
We get to build Thunderbucks across the street from each other.
Oh god, it's gonna be great.
She kind of shakes her head and, looks towards Harl. You're up. And he just says, alright, fuck it. Bet. There. He spins. And it lands on Eris. And she kind of looks at all of you mercenaries for a second and goes, right. I dare you to take 1 full power hit from each one of our new friends. And if they miss, you take 2. So you better make sure they hit. And Harl just goes, ah, shit, I should have stayed in the arena. Fuck it. Alright. Fucking hug it. Fuck it. Football. Let's go. And he kind of stands up and walks over to the center of the room and cracks his neck and goes, alright, who's first? Let's do this.
I get up. All right. Yeah, I was here. Eat the cookie first.
He takes a cookie and eats it. It's pretty good. I'm really drunk, but it's really good.
Right when he's saying that, I take out the frying pan and smack him with it.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right, let's see if I hit. He's drunk. Do I have an advantage?
Sure. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Good thing you had advantage because you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I also use Death Strike too, because it's the full blow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're doing all that?
She said full powered hit.
He said full powered hit.
Yeah, so I'll roll the damage. And then I'll roll a d6. Only 10 damage, that's not that.
Alright. He takes the 10 points of damage and goes,
Oh, I stun him too. Because
okay, stunning strike. I gotcha. What's your DC?
my DC is 15.
Okay, so he's able to shrug off the stun.
Alright. It wasn't that bad. Oh.
That was pretty good. You would have made a fun fight in the arena. That's for sure. Alright, who's next?
I guess that's me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna Hexblade curse him.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon a Warhammer, and I'm gonna smack the shit out of him.
Alright. as you start swinging the warhammer, you just hear, "Oh, sweet, we're in a fight," and then you miss,
Oh.
and you hear, "Wait, this doesn't look like a battle. Where are we? Who's that?" You have to attack twice now.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you miss, you have to go. He has to take 2.
Wait, so if he misses, does he have to hit again?
Yep. So the first one hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm
Okay.
two-handing it, by the way.
Okay.
So I don't have a shield on. So.
Yep. Are you doing anything else with it?
I can't because I bonus action to Hexblade curses. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Where did Hexblade's curse go? Because that gives me extra to hit, right?
No.
Bonus.
Just
Oh,
bonus
you
damage.
crit.
Yeah, and you crit on
19s.
19s or 20s.
Yeah.
What was this? Oh, it's a 16. Yeah, just that. That's the only thing you can do.
Cool. Your second one missed, so you have to swing twice more.
God, are you fucking kidding me?
He said that.
Eating the shit.
Oh, you missed again.
Yeah, you missed one more, so one more hits. Roll damage. Okay,
Oh my god.
another 12.
So that's actually plus six on both of those as well because of Hexblade's curse.
Okay, so 24
'Cause it's
plus 6
damage,
is
right?
30, so 40.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then twice more.
And twice more because you missed one more. That
You
hits,
crit
roll
him.
damage. Yeah, you crit.
Oh.
You crit twice. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, that's not that.
So
That's
12
actually a lot.
plus 12
13.
is... Well, no. Well, I mean, you got to double the damage on a crit, right? So that's 12 plus 5 is...
A lot of damage.
17, 19, 31, 32, 33, plus 12 from the Hexblade's curses. 55.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yikes.
Okay. And finally, you're good. You done hit at him lots. You look over and in the flurry of swinging and like being aggravated that you missed so many times, maybe you didn't notice, but you look up and he is fucking battered. Like it's bad. He looks.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. Everybody else, you heard bones crunching when he hit.
I'm gonna let go of the. We're not in combat, right?
Nope.
I'm gonna let go of the thing and I'm gonna cure wounds him.
Okay.
Again, packed.
Yep.
So higher level.
Okay, so 11. He gets 11 back, so that becomes...
Oh wait, sorry. That was healing word. I clicked the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Still, okay,
me.
still 11. Okay. Yeah, you heal him back slightly. Who's next?
Has anyone ever died during this?
Not permanently.
He's not the one that's buying us the stores, right?
No.
No.
That's actually the magistrate of the city that's buying you the stores.
Oh,
Oh, that's fucking hysterical.
that's good because we'll definitely get that then.
Is there anyone standing within 10 feet of him?
Nope.
Oh my
I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
He fails.
Oof, 23 is actually pretty good.
23.
23 is
we're-
actually really
We're all
good.
gonna go deaf.
Yeah, the shatter happens and he just collapses right on the ground. And Lidris kind of shambles her way over and puts her hand down on him and speaks a quick word, and she's gonna also cast a heal.
I didn't even get a shot at him yet.
They're not gonna let him die. So 21 becomes that. Okay, and he stands back and goes, "All right, was that all?" Oh, and then she sees Joe and Yogurt, who haven't taken their shots yet, and goes, "Okay," and Lidris just steps back. Just all right. Which one of you goes first?
Yogurt, mind if I don't you need your horse too for the full spectacle?
Oh, I don't need my horse this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's gonna smite, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you be the icing on the cake here.
Oh, thank you.
I'll walk over to my pile of gear and I'll grab I'll kind of rummage through. No, not that one. Ooh, yeah. And pull out the silver greatsword, and then just
my
kind
god.
of slap it over my back and walk over to him.
Okay.
Don't crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hope this one doesn't
Oh,
kill you.
they all see that.
Yep, I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it was on the ground too, and I wasn't hiding it prior.
Nope.
But yeah. All right. I'm gonna probably. They want full attack. She said.
Yep. Full power.
Full attack.
Person said. Okay, so I would. I mean, bonus action rage, even though I don't have to. Bonus
Yeah.
action, I guess. But I'll go into a rage and then give him a swing with the axe or the sword. Sorry.
Recklessly.
Yeah, I guess so because that would be that.
Roll
I
the
haven't
power.
done that yet.
Yep.
This
Yikes.
poor man.
Yeah, this poor guy. So yeah, recklessly. I haven't done
Cool.
that yet.
Make your attack with advantage.
Yeah, there's no modifier there. Just click.
Yeah.
So there's the hit.
Oh
That
my
hits.
God.
Okay, and then here's damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
It's not terrible. There's a lot, but yeah, it deals a lot of damage to him.
I only had to hit him once, right?
Yep. If you missed, you had to hit him twice.
So he just got into a. He hit him so many times. I feel like.
Yeah, that's because he kept missing on the second hit. Okay, you hit him and he goes down. And something
Sorry
else
about
happens.
that.
Oh, God, you're gonna lose like a fucking leg.
You see the sword, which is cool to your touch. It seems to bite into him more than you've seen before. It's like, holy fuck, this was really easy, like a hot knife through butter. As he's gonna roll an injury.
This poor fucking man.
It happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. As where you cut him, you cut off an ear.
Jesus.
As you brought it down, you like clip the side of his face and cut off an ear, and a sword just kind of digs into his shoulder a bit. And once again, Lidris is gonna heal him.
Oh god.
I would before Lidris did. I want to preserve life on him because it's 20 hit points up to maximum half of target's HP. So if he has
A lot more than 20, so you'll give him 20.
No. If he has more than 40, he heals 20 first, and then Lidris heals him.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so he'll take the 20 from you.
Yeah.
And then gets another 30 on top.
Seeing Yogurt, I'm worried for him. I give him another cookie.
He will eat the cookie, getting some
Don't
more
worry,
temp
don't-
hit points. All right, Yogurt, you're up.
Oh, this is
All
where
right.
you create Yogurt and you just.
We'll cast Branding Smite, and I will enchant my weapon. I will pull up my lance, and I will charge at him.
Do it.
Are you running on the table?
Putting on the
You miss?
You miss. You have to hit him twice.
Okay.
Oh no!
You hit on the first one. You miss on the second.
No, here's
First
the.
one will do 9 damage.
Oh, you have advantage. You're right. So 9 damage hits
7
plus
radiant
the
damage.
smite, so 7. Okay, and then the
And I
second
will
hit.
Smite
Okay.
for another 11 radiant damage.
Okay, so 11, 18 plus 9 is 27. Okay.
And then the other lance will do 7 more piercing damage.
Okay. No more smites or anything on top of that?
Yeah, I'll give him 1 more divine smite for
All right.
another 9 radiant damage.
Okay, that's a lot of fucking damage.
And as part of the blinding smite, he is now very glowy, and he cannot turn invisible.
Okay. Wow.
He ate a cookie.
Yeah, he did have the cookie. He doesn't go down from this one. Like, he was healed enough from both clerics healing him up that he doesn't go down from it. But he slowly makes his way back to the table and sits down, setting his ear down on the table in front of him.
See, my cooking, it saved his life.
Yeah.
You might want to repeat that.
Sure.
I think he heard you.
Do you want their
Okay,
stuff?
Yeah, I do want the
Everything
stuff, but that's later after the grieving.
Hey, thanks for the thanks for the toast. Thanks for the sub, Ghost Toast. Sorry if you guys said anything during that. All I could hear was bury him. Do you want his stuff? Yeah, but after the grieving. Okay, so he makes his way back to the table.
You okay? You're not gonna die or anything. You're fine.
No, I've been through worse. It's definitely sucked though.
Sounds like an unfortunate life, but good job.
Oh.
You didn't.
Actually, guys, I didn't do all the damage I could possibly do, but it's fine.
At that point, Chuck kind of looks towards you and goes, "That's not fine then."
I didn't realize I could do something.
Oh. Harl gets up and walks over.
What's
and
up?
Stands there and is ready to take it.
As he's walking away from me, I'm just gonna.
Okay. So Jackerson, what do you do?
Yo, that's a good ass heal. Holy shit.
That was a good heal.
Hold on, I'm back. Sorry.
Yep.
I get my bow out because that's
Okay.
actually how I do the most damage.
Sure. And?
They aren't. I aim.
Yep.
So I do 1d4 more, and then I'll
Sure.
use Death Strike on it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Where is it at though? Actually, I can just shoot anything. Anything's the right one.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Okay. So go ahead and roll all your damages.
Roll 2d6.
big yikes.
Roll 2d4. Is that aim?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's 2d4. Roll 2d6. There we go. That's the most I could do.
Okay.
And then
What?
And what's that?
plus your dex.
Oh,
top of
fuck.
it.
I didn't even do my dex. So, yeah, that's plus 4 more. On
Okay,
top of that.
so 29. Okay. Okay, so he is still up from that thanks to Deck and Lidris topping him up. And he goes back and sits down and pulls the arrow out and sets it down next to his detached ear on the table and sits down and goes, okay. I legit forgot who was next. Because that took so long.
This one.
That one, the succubus,
tiefling.
right? The tiefling. Okay. So Alwyn just goes, well, I will also do a dare. And he spins. Scratch. It's a dare for Alwyn, the tiefling.
I dare you to be our top tier investor in the local Thunderbucks franchise and pay for our first month's worth of expenses.
Wow, Chuck, your new friends are making quite the splash, aren't they? Very well, it will be done. Well, last one for this round. My friend Deck sitting next to me.
Just kind of like look around and be like,
You're
do
up.
do I do a dare? Seems kind of silly.
Just do a truth.
What?
Don't fuck us here.
Yeah, I would choose truth.
Okay. Spin
I
the
did dare
dagger.
last time. Dude. Yeah.
Okay.
It's me.
Yeah, that's Joe.
You did truth?
Yeah, he
Mhm.
did. It would have been fun if he said dare, hey?
That would have been.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm low-key
Truth?
bummed that you never picked dare on round 2, because that's what... I'll talk to you after. It's funny, though. Anyway, the truth. Go for it, Joe.
Who's your favorite party member in our group?
I'm gonna just point to Yogurt and be like, well, I mean, clearly.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Look at him. He's adorable. I lean across and try to like pinch his cheek. He's so
Aw.
cute.
Awesome. As your turn comes to an end, Chuck says, very well. We will forgo the final round by playing a game that we always end the night with. This game is Would You Rather. And we're going to find out what they would rather do next week. As it is like 30 minutes past, but I wanted to finish that round so that I didn't get distracted. So, yeah, that was
Financially
unexpected.
very profitable.
Yeah, and you guys didn't even have to pay in blood. I mean, other people did, but
Yeah, we got to take blood.
Hey, man, I had to pay in spell slots.
Yeah, I
True.
know the spell.
I mean, it's late at night, though, and you guys are going to go rest soon, so
Yeah.
you'll be fine. But maybe their plan was to drain you a spell slot so that when they play Would You Rather, it's just fucking bad. Anyway, in any case, a stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. We go live every Monday, 6:30 to 10-ish. Today was 10:30 because we went a little bit late. Sorry, but I wanted to finish the round. Thanks to you guys for not just being like, oh, fuck, I gotta go, bye. Appreciate that a lot. Tuesdays, we also play 6 till 9. That's the same world, different group. It's 2 groups in the same world. I know what you're thinking. That seems stupid. And yeah, it can be at times. But I wanted to try it. And I built this world specifically for that. So, one group did some things and the other group starts to hear about things. And, who knows where it's going to go from there. Anyway, aside from that, that's pretty much all I got. So, yeah. If you like what you're doing here, consider subscribing on Twitch, and if not, that's cool too. I'm gonna run some ads here before I find somebody to raid. So if you wouldn't mind, just stick around for about a minute, watch these ads, and then I'll find somebody to raid and send you all off to. Yeah, we will see you next week. Also tomorrow because the other game. So yeah, this was fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you guys later.
Good to see you guys.
It's fun.
Come back.
I always come back. triggered by that. She is going to have the hut
Uh-oh.
chuck a rock at Sarah.
Why is it so simple but so funny to hear?
Hey! Dracon with the raid, thank you! Two delicious little morsels. Alright. So, you're going to see the roots stretch out, dig down into the earth, come up with